You doing ads?
Direction, choose your own path.
You know, this is the home of We Major, Me Frosty, Unfamous, and the restricted clothing brands. Let's get it.
The message is always in the cloth, the colors, the designs, the fit. Basic. Pay attention. Stay alert. And remember, choose your own path.
Yo, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. DJ Hampton Stampede, we in the building. We got several people that are late, but the show must go on. They'll join us in time, hopefully. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, man.
Oh my God, it can't be real. What a new name. Look up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's a super perspective. Come on in if you're late. Real men, rivers also ladies, you know for sure it's safe. So join in for a smoke if you can't relate. If you super, you can bring your cape. It's all about standing 10 toes. About the ladies, not the hoes. It's about giving game back to the bros, so we can make sure the community grows. Super ham, super Sean, and super short. Just man point of views and news with no facade. If you never had powers, then you might think it's odd. Seeing brothers saving the day and we on the job, fighting off haters and villains from everywhere. Probably hit his chick and she said I never cared. From names to incels, red pill, come pull up a chair. It's not a perspective, we not like the rest, but you already knew it's a super perspective. Different outlooks on the stats and news. It's a super perspective, we're just super niggas doing what super niggas do.
Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. This might be Risky Original Show, special edition. This is a super perspective. Let's get it popping, man. Salute, salute, salute. Where's that thing I'm looking for?
Wow.
Zen, what's popping?
Hey, how you doing? Can everybody hear me?
Yes, man, we can hear you pretty well. How you?
I'm all right. I gotta give y'all what I got before I go to sleep. I promise you.
It's all good. It's all good, man. Everybody acting like they tired, man. Y'all getting old. That's all it is.
I
That's
know.
all it
You
is.
know, I ain't never disputed it. Back in my day, it's probably about 5 o'clock. I gotta go to the gym.
Me too.
Auntie gotta get some sleep.
Yo, Crimson, will you please? Oh, she got a phone call. Check. You can hear us? Okay, she got a phone call. I want her to tell Mr. Williams to accept it, man. Did you shake your head? You saying no? You think he? Oh, Mr. Williams, you think you look young?
Being old, I've been something that, man. I love being old, man. I have fun.
All right. Sean, what up, baby?
What up, y'all? How y'all feeling?
What's goody, man? Hey, really, these old niggas is tired, boy. Good grief. Don't y'all take like B12 and shit like that? Shot?
I don't take it often, but I take it, but I don't take it every day.
I thought you told everybody to take pneumonia or ammonia, chlorophyll, or some shit like that.
Yeah, chlorophyll. I just didn't add B12 to the mix.
Oh, what else they
Yeah,
do?
yeah.
Brush their teeth with charcoal.
That's
What else
deodorant.
Oh,
That's deodorant.
This kind of woke, man. I'm kind of woke for this, right?
There you go.
Let me see what you got, Sean.
Yes, sir. Coconut water.
You don't even like it. You see how he did
I
his
love
lip?
it. I drink this every day.
He don't like it though. You see how he did his lip? He don't like it though.
It's my second one.
That was
today,
just for the
man.
episode.
It's my second one today, brother.
Is it good? I don't like
Real
pulp.
That's real
though.
good.
I don't like pulp. Does that have pulp
Coconut
in
water
it?
is
Yeah.
trash as fuck.
Nah, this shit
Good.
good.
It's good.
This brand is good for sure.
It's trash as fuck. It's crazy.
Vita Coco tastes the same. It still got that aftertaste. Just drink of water with some lemon and lime.
The I like the Celsius CJ, but that shit, if you get the wrong one, it's terrible.
That's sugar, man. That shit gonna kill you.
Regular carbonated water, man.
There's sugar in it. I thought the Celsius
No
was
sugar.
good.
No sugar.
Yeah, that go out for me.
So the artificial sugar is worse than the real sugar.
So so you saying Splendor's worse than like just sugar?
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
Wow, I did not
It's
know
artificial. It's artificial.
Yeah,
know,
you're
but
supposed to get it
isn't
straight from
broccoli
the coconut.
artificial?
It's who?
It'd be bad
Like
with
broccoli
it.
though. Isn't broccoli artificial?
No, it is not.
No, broccoli is a hybrid.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's the white one?
You talking about cauliflower?
Cauliflower.
That's artificial, right?
It's a hybrid too.
The
So-
fake one would be broccoli flour. They don't sell it anymore. Where they tried to combine broccoli and cauliflower. It's a big deal when I was younger, but they don't sell broccoli flour anymore.
Oh wow, broccoli flower sound crazy.
I love broccoli and cauliflower.
Okay, somebody told me it was fake. I don't know.
It's not a natural thing. It's like it's been genetically modified to be that way.
So that's like a cyborg. It's like artificial kind of.
Majority of fruits and vegetables are.
What?
Yeah,
Peaches are fake.
The way that they
It's
are
not so
now.
much fake as that
No, they still
what
grow
we
out
think
the
it
ground.
is a hybrid version of it.
They have GMOs.
Yes.
So genetically
Fruits
modified.
would be
Make
much
them big-
smaller
bigger.
and they would have bigger seeds in
Right.
them. So scientists designed it so the seeds could be smaller and the fruits could be bigger.
Did y'all hear what I just heard?
GMO.
You making that face.
Don't buy the organic.
Genetically
is what I'm
modified.
saying. Don't buy the organic. That's what's
I
man-made.
guess it's all
Grapes
artificial.
are this
You right,
big.
my brother. It's
Yeah.
all artificial.
So we eating cyborg fruits and vegetables. Okay.
Yes. And bioengineered chicken.
Yeah, I see the chicken. Every time when I went to Jamaica, the chicken leg is considerably smaller.
Mm-hmm.
And
You
they
should
be
get
chopping that thing down on the side of the road.
if you want good meat, you should go to like a halal
Pause.
or somewhere where Muslims. What else? Why get paused?
Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. DJ Hampton Pee Wee in the building.
Why do we
Shirley,
do
what's
that?
poppin'?
Chilling. What's good, brother? How you?
Oh,
Everything
hell
good, man.
no.
I'm feeling good, man. I'm wide awake for some reason. I don't know why. And I've been up since 5 too.
Yeah. Good plan.
SPS in the building. Impress,
Hey, I'm
please
gonna
drop
come
the
out
link so
of
everybody can go
that
like, share, and subscribe to SPS Podcast. They'll be live tomorrow at 7, right?
Yep. You got it.
Do it. The legendary Crimson Cure in the building. Crimson, what's going on?
Hey, what's good, y'all? Sorry about that. I got a phone call earlier.
It's all good. You didn't miss anything. They was telling me how everything's
Man,
fake.
I
Basically.
don't like y'all niggas.
A lot of food is fake. You gotta stay away from the GMO. But a lot of the fruit that we've been eating, like bananas and stuff like that, those have been hybrids for many, many years. They're not
Okay.
necessarily GMO, they're just hybrids.
Are they still good for you?
That depends, because you have to get like you organically or go to your local like farmers markets and things of that nature to get your fruits and vegetables if you want to be sure that they haven't been bioengineered, because I've realized that bananas are fake, like bananas that you buy in the store, and I like bananas but they're fake. So you got to be careful, and you have to be more careful now than you used to be. You used to be able to just go to the store and get good fruits and vegetables, and now you can't. You have to watch them. If it
Okay.
starts with if the product number starts with the number 9, you can pretty much get them. Those are usually organic and not GMO.
Oh, okay. That is interesting. I never look at much of any of that. I know we used to have to eat the bananas and stuff like that right before the football game because of the potassium. Is that still true about bananas?
Yeah, they good for cramp stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay, man.
Yep.
I
If
don't
you
know.
want potassium, eat spinach.
Well, it's easier, because at the game, you just have the bananas on the. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to stay away from them Charlie horses. I know.
Exactly. Damn, man. Mr. Williams, what's goody?
Yo, what's up, everybody? How's everybody doing?
I'm pretty good,
Great,
man. How you feeling?
Love being old, man. I don't know why everybody that's younger than me sleepy.
I'm not sure. I don't know if they really that much younger than you either.
Shit, they young enough.
Because you and Sean about the same age, right?
Yeah, I'll be 50 in 2 months. Yeah.
Oh, no. So you got him by 4 years, 3 years, 4 years?
3 years.
Something like that. Sean be lying about his age, though.
Wait, so how old is Sean?
I'm
65.
47.
He ain't that far behind me.
I'm 47. I just made 47.
I don't know. I think y'all might be kind of the same age, Sean. Y'all was in high school together, right? 3 years.
At least 1 year or 2.
Yeah, the same age for sure. Shaw, what's goody?
No.
What's poppin'?
Another day, another dollar to get it right, man. Trying to get this project done so I can make use of all these great contributions y'all gave me. My brother O told me I got my beard because I'm trying to cosplay a gangster. I got my haircut today, and I'm like, I'm gonna be cosplaying a gangster for the rest of my life, baby. I ain't never letting the beard go, so it's all good. I gotta just deal with it. O. I'm cosplaying till I die. O. Everything good though, man. You on mute, him?
Yeah, you definitely can't cut your beard off.
I can't, man.
You know what I mean? God says so too, so you good.
Say less.
Tip, what's popping?
Perfect. Righty Cody.
You got a little bit of you got like a little bit of a hesitation, like you moving like you pop locking.
What?
It's like you're moving like tick, 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 tick. Like,
Okay, let me see if I need to close some stuff down. Sorry.
the technology isn't great, so if this is the best we can get,
Yeah, okay.
no big
I
deal.
will accept donations. I will put my cash up in. I would like for you to know you don't hear no more ding, 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 because I did get a new charger. Okay?
Salute.
Blah, blah, blah. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
The green looks nice on you.
Huh?
I said the green looks nice on you. It's very becoming.
Thank you. This is my color. Relly, what's popping?
Perfect. Hey, y'all. I just woke up from a nap, so.
You bragging?
Yeah. I nap and I sleep. I know that's not what y'all do here, but I do it for the ones who can't. Mm-hmm.
Indeed. That's righteous of you. CJ, what's popping?
What's going on, man? So wait. I got a question though. It's only a 4-year difference between Sean and Mr. Williams.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna keep my thoughts to myself. Unqualified opinion.
What are you trying to imply?
Please do. Please do.
You trying to say Sean look good?
Even Sean look younger than what he's supposed to look, or Mr. Williams look a lot older than he's supposed to look. Something is throwing me awry.
Why are you judging me? What's wrong with you?
Shout out to CJ, man. Please go like, share, and subscribe to Turn on the AC Now with him and Arnold on Sundays and
Shout
whatever
out to
other day they
CJ,
decide to
man.
stream. Sean, what's popping?
Shit. Damn.
Check. You hear me? Can Sean hear me?
Sean, you can hear Ham, Sean?
Put him in the Nah, my sound keep going out. Put him in the fuck. I hear you, but I can't hear him. Put him in the
Yeah, my sound was going out for you too on my iPhone. That's why I had to switch over.
Put him in the fuck. Let me switch to a different device.
Hit the like button, hit the like button, man. So this conversation been brewing. Oh shit, hold on. This conversation been brewing for about a month now. We've been having several. Hold on. Yo, y'all better get y'all ass out this Discord, man. If I kick y'all out myself. Sorry, y'all. So this conversation been brewing for maybe a month or so, but it's always been an underlying thing. Who's talking? Who gets the floor? Who do we give deferential treatment on a given topic? What are the qualifications? You know, Sean said this phrase first, the unqualified opinion. At least I heard him say it first. So when he gets back up here, I would like him to define what he meant by it, because obviously we know we can just hear the words and understand the phrase itself, you know. My question though, right? So we can all, I think we would all kind of agree on the definition, but we'll see. Is the unqualified opinion the most prominent on the internet? And we'll go from Strata to Crimson and circle on around. What you think, Strata?
Unqualified opinion on the internet. Yes.
Most prevalent, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I said that.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I tend to agree, because I think what's happening is in the earth, what you'll find is that unqualified people in normal conversation, they listen and be more curious. It's almost like the person with the experience and wisdom, they come to the front of the conversation. Everybody else kind of listens, nods, agrees, and they're curious. What happened with the internet is everybody got Wi-Fi. And so everybody's smart in their brain. And so there's really no way to filter through it, because we're not face to face. Now, that's not an excuse, but I do find that that's the difference. When qualified people speak in person, when I can look in your face and I can tell you know what you're talking about, everybody kind of respects it and lets you have the floor. And it's not really even pushback. It's more about, we all can concede you know the most, so let's get curious to figure out what you know. On the internet, it's like, I'm going to get in this box and I'm going to just windmill and try to figure it out, fighting your expertise the whole way down, and don't care. You know what I'm saying? So that's where it gets a little funny.
Yeah, 100%. So obviously we do sales. We have a couple salespeople. My wife does sales as well, and I go out to the larger jobs to do the estimates, just because they're more nuanced and there's several phases, right? And I can see it better. I've been doing it longer. I have like almost zero fluff, but my close rate is probably 85%, 90%, because it's strictly off that I'm an expert, right?
Right.
I am not a solution-based salesperson. Right? I'm a consultative salesperson. So when I walk in your house, I'm the expert. I understand what you need more than you do. Yep. And then that's how I tailor the estimates, right? So I'm looking under the bed, I'm looking at the screws, I'm climbing in the attic, things they didn't think about, I think about. And that's how I'm able to impose the fact that yes, you need to use us, you know, because I am an expert. And the clients who are paying me $1,000, shut up. Crimson, what you think?
It's a gang of unqualified opinions. Gang of them. A whole gang.
Would you
Oh,
say
okay.
that gang is larger than the qualified gang? It's a broadcast.
Probably. I'm gonna go ahead and say yeah.
Yeah.
And not only are they likely the majority, they speak the loudest
Mm.
as well. Got a lot to say about situations that they never lived through, never been through, don't understand. And you can hear the lack of experience or expertise when the conversation gets into nuances and then they get lost.
Hmm.
Lost in the nuance, don't understand why the nuances are what they are. And I'm speaking primarily from the sense of everybody's got an opinion about marriages and relationships, and most people that are talking about them have never been married. So I'll be trying to figure out what you talking about. How you know?
Perfect. Shit like that.
That now we go see we gonna get into that because that's key. That isn't. Did you see the tangible experience? That's one of the realest things that we definitely have to talk about. And Crimson, we've been seeing that over and over. Well, we'll be having a conversation, not even about relationship, but about something that you really need experience in, and somebody will just blurt out some shit, and we like, that's not true.
Right, that's not real. And I find that a lot of times on over the internet specifically, people don't like to hear that's not true. But it's not, sir, ma'am, whoever it is, whatever that you talked about. And I don't know if it's an age difference or if it's a regional difference or what the difference is, but I grew up in a time where if you didn't know what you was talking about, you had to shut up. You had to shut up. Or somebody who knew what they were talking about was going to shut you down real smooth. And you were going to be embarrassed if you kept talking about something that everybody in the room knows you don't know what you're talking about because they have the experience and you don't. So you have to be quiet. And it's like on the internet, people don't feel like they have to be quiet, even if they are confronted with someone who's saying, I know about this subject matter, or I know about this thing intimately because this is what I do, or this is what I know.
Yeah, 100%. Damn, I got a couple questions off that, but I want to keep going around. Mr. Williams, what you think?
Exactly everything she just said. But I think it's like 95% of everybody who's running their mouth don't know what the hell they talking about. Don't have the experiences. Don't even. They'll tell you the sky is green and I know it's blue.
Yeah,
and it's just getting irritating.
Okay.
It's like somebody will try to tell me how to rock a stage. You ain't never rocked the stage. How you gonna tell me what the hell I need to do? Been doing it for years. That type of stuff. It's incompetent, bro.
Okay. Yo, Shad, I have to say it now. You know what they seem to be articulating moreover is the Dunning-Kruger, right? The Dunning-Kruger effect is someone who has like a lower level of understanding over overemphasizes or overestimates their ability, you know, even amongst experts. But my bad. I had to say, I'm thinking about it.
I got you.
Okay, go ahead. What you think?
Of course, I wanted to agree. But also, my caveat is this: I think as long as people are sharing their anecdotal experience and their interpretation of that experience, I think that's fine. Because I think we all know people have opinions. I think that's what I see most often. What gives me like concern is when folks start stepping in certain arenas, like talking about statistical computations and what they mean and how to apply, how to interpret. That's when someone like me who does it, who went to school to understand the limitations, understand how dangerous it can be if we do it certain ways. That's when I'm like, okay, now this is problematic. I think the most, like when you talk about prevalence, I think you just see a lot of people who have had limited life experience and they're sharing how they feel about what they've seen. I think that's okay because we can watch that and say, yeah, you just young, you ain't live a little longer. Your perspective may change, it might not. And I think that's safe. But we've kind of gotten rid of the idea of experts where people who just read a thing or saw a thing on TV have now become an expert about it and will argue against people who actually do that thing. And that's a norm now where as people, we don't go, wait, he's an actual doctor. Let me shut the fuck up for a second and hear what the doctor has to say first. And then we can I can ask some questions and see where I'm at. But no, they'll scream and argue about heart surgery with a fucking heart surgeon with no hesitation. And it goes beyond YouTube. This is now the reality of the world we live in. And that's a very scary place to exist in.
Yeah, 100%. Now, the thing that I feel, and I'm saying feel about opinions, but I think this is also definitionally accurate, right? You can't really render someone's opinion invalid unless it's about factual things. You know, so people will offer an opinion, you know, and we'll hear it, but we can say, no, that's incorrect because we can solve for this.
Right.
We can qualify this as what's right and wrong, you know? And I think that's happening in more things that we are validating opinions that really might just be wrong, including relationships.
Okay. That's fair.
You know, but I catch your drift and I think I agree. I'm just assessing it, you know, because I think that the unqualified is problematic. Relly, what you think?
You know, okay. I think people are more unqualified in real life than on the internet.
Unqualified? Sorry, you said unqualified or qualified?
Yeah, I think there are more unqualified opinions off the internet.
Break it down.
Okay, so on the internet, what happens is we're 10 different people from 10 different backgrounds who would nowhere near be around each other in real life, right?
Okay.
So when we come here, this the battle of ideologies. Let's say we're all the smartest person. This is the gridiron. We got facts, stats, internet, everything. You ain't coming on this panel saying anything, right?
Yeah.
But you're a cult leader when you leave. If I'm the smartest person in my group, imagine how much misinformation I'm passing in the real world, right?
I see.
So I think what we've done when we got on the internet, of course, they have buffoons that hit the link, but we've been clearing up so much misinformation that we just automatically believed before we hit the internet.
Okay.
We all thought black men didn't take care of their kids.
Yeah.
Remember, we all thought Jesus was white.
Yeah.
Remember, we all thought these different things, and where was we learning that from? The old man at the barbershop, a bunch of old people in the neighborhoods telling us the wrong things. And then we got on the internet. So yeah, some of the dummies followed, but we've been having these unqualified opinions in the real world real bad, and they going unchecked.
Okay, so Rel, now here's where I like it. I think that's a hell of a take. I think this is a however, but I don't mean it to like refute what you're saying. What I've gathered is people are also building the echo chambers here too. You know, so like let's say we're having a show here, right? Whatever the case is, then people will go to their channel and then just continue to say what they already thought, and then those people are a part of their culture that's built over there. You know what I'm saying? So, but I catch your drift though. I catch your drift.
Right.
Sure.
And it's the internet, so the audience gets to choose, do we want truth? But in real life, typically, we can't leave out our block to go find out who's telling the truth. Because most people don't leave the area where they live in. So the smartest person in your neighborhood is the smartest person in your neighborhood. When you come to the internet, you realize the smartest person in your neighborhood dumb.
Yeah, okay. CJ.
What's the deal? So I tend to agree with Strada more. I think that people in real life gravitate to the people of expertise more than they like, and they might believe what they believe. But most people, like if it's stupid, most people aren't gonna just follow it because they said it. I think on the internet, you can't really prove who's who, so they have more of a just ability to just say whatever they want, and people just listen because there's so many more ears on the internet. So you'll get some ears to listen and just agree with you and say, you know what, he's probably right. So I think in real life, those ears they more willing to they just walk away like, he's stupid, he's just saying some shit.
Yeah.
And go ahead, sir.
Well, no, I go ahead, finish your last thought because then I wanted to kind of
I think
explore.
it's hard to say I don't know, especially on the internet, because people are looking for answers, and people don't want to hear I don't know. It's kind of like, yeah, so people make up answers, and people don't really tend to look shit up.
Yeah, that sounds like pride. So I take Trigger Mike, right? And this is reason I invited Mike, right? Mike has a plethora of experience, right? The military, school, in the medical industry. He's an entrepreneur. He's a father, right? He bought several houses, et cetera, right? But if Trigger Mike doesn't appeal in a particular way, I've heard people give him a whole lot of pushback and a whole lot of shit that he's done, right? Like one thing that caught my attention, Mike was saying what he was in the military, and then Aaron was like, "Oh, you were what? Oh yeah, something. I think I don't know if he called you Marine, but something like that, right, Mike? Do you remember? Like once he found out what you was, it kind of elevated the respect, like what he had for whatever you did in the military,
Oh yeah, I remember that.
you know. And it but I'll hear Mike talking, and he'll probably get way more pushback. Is it because of how they view him?
Well,
Because I deem his opinion qualified.
depends on the subject. I think Mike talk about relationships a lot, and I
Okay.
think he sees it from his point of view, and it's hard for Mike to see it from the other side. So that's why they give him so much pushback. He sees it his way and his way only. Time.
But the other side doesn't have the experience. Hence what Crimson was alluding to, right? They will tread on marriage as an example with no experience in it, no substantive relationships, and etc. And then Mike is saying, here's the value of marriage, and he articulates it well. And then they're saying, you need to consider what we're saying, but you don't even know what you're saying because you never done it. Right, Crimson? Like, ain't that how like it breaks down? Like, why I gotta be considering some shit you guessing about?
Yeah, to a large degree, yes. Because it's not that, if we're going to talk about marriage specifically for this particular point, it's not that people who aren't married can't have a concern about marriage, or they can't have a thought about what it could be. It's not that they can't do that. And it's not that that's not acceptable. But if someone who has been married successfully starts talking about the nuance of marriage or the value or the benefit or, whatever the case may be, it's like, don't tread on that either, because you don't have that experience. So you need to listen, about that. So I'm not going to belabor the point because I think I already did, but yeah, I agree in short.
The thing is, but so most of the time we got to go off with the facts we know, and we know that people lie all the time. People tend to not give the negative side of their relationships. So when you see all this people saying about how bad relationships are, how bad marriages are, you don't have to be in a marriage to understand what it is. You can observe a marriage, you can study marriages, you can see your parents' marriage. That's how most people learn. So so when you see somebody telling you something that you know for a fact, it's like, and you saying this, but maybe that's only in your situation. But for the majority of the people, this is what's going on, and you can't see it in that instance, then it becomes a problem.
The floor is open.
I think the biggest, that's one of the talking points I can't stand. People want to hear negative. Oh, well, why ain't they say everybody doesn't have a bad relationship or a bad marriage? You will have tough times. You will have good times. but they always just want to hear something negative. And they feel like then they'll keep moving the goalposts, even if you, this because they want to prove the point of, marriage is bad, Just like with Mike preaches about community and family. The reason why he gets so much pushback because he could do a humble brag about his money. So that irritates people.
Every time.
If we gonna be real about it, let's be real about it. CJ, you doing the talking point of, it just can't be that simple. Even when we have told y'all about our relationships, marriages and all of that, y'all still want something negative. Y'all don't want to believe it. It doesn't matter if someone tells you the truth. It's whether or not you're gonna be genuine with listening, comprehending, and hopefully you being genuine with the conversation instead of just wanting some drama.
Yeah. What's it? Can I go?
Yeah, what's up, Mike?
What up, y'all? Good evening, man. Yeah, so Playboy, you're gonna get the money talk every time. But that's because it's really all we talk about, right? Draws and money. But remember, the message is always actually the same. Is that get your family life in order, it will equal more money. So it's always a lesson in the end, related to what people want to hear. But I got to take from what everybody said, man. Like even Sherelle, you came from a angle that was like, ooh, that was like, I got my brain percolating. I might have to sit with that till tomorrow, like, and think about that one. So that was good. But here's what I've deducted from the internet. I've been out doing this thing for like 3 years now. And here's why I know why I get pushed back. It don't hurt my feelings or nothing. If anything that you're saying factually interferes with people's feelings, you're wrong. So facts are immediately negated once you've triggered somebody. That's the way the internet works. It's really the only place you can actually do that. The other part is the chat. And we're going to look at that. We are the producers, right? We're the content creators. The chat are the consumers, right? So people have this like inherent ability as content creators to want to make their consumers happy. So consumers prefer entertainment over knowledge. If you giving too much knowledge and it ain't entertaining or it hurts their feelings, you're going to be hated in these internet streets. Now, what's more important is why. The content creators, I think we got like a real big task on our hands because you know how egos can be really fragile in real life. When you're talking to people, you make too many jokes, you hurt their ego. But on the internet, people have an entire persona, right? They have an entire identity. So the same way somebody's going to protect their ego in a conversation in real life, that's the same way people protect their internet persona and internet identity on these panels, right? So they avoid shame. That's why people lie and only say the best things about their relationship because they're trying to avoid shame. And if you're going to talk about what's real on the internet, you eventually have to talk about the mistakes you made. And that's what most people are not genuine enough to do. I will tell you about my mistakes without protecting my ego because that's the only way people actually learn. So that's where I'll start.
Okay. Yeah, to kind of put it in like what's scientific, what everyone's talking about is confirmation bias. Mm-hmm. People come here to have whatever they already believe. They come here to get it confirmed. And as Mike said, when someone speaks or states something that's contradictory to your identity that you created from this bias, it feels personal. It's not an exchange of information. People take it personally. So for instance, like what was thrown at me was when I came up saying, no, y'all interpreting these stats wrong. The retort was, it wasn't, no, Shad, it's not that we're doing it wrong. This is the right way to do it. It became a personal attack because they felt that me speaking against the way statistics are being interpreted is a personal attack on them. So personally attack me. And whoever else that does it, it doesn't only happen to me. It happens every day on the internet. When we have disagreements, it becomes a personal attack instead of an exchange of information, a battle of logic only, because people have taken these biases and made it their identity. So for me personally, I always look when we speak about like what's going on with men and women. I say to myself, if I consume all this negative information about women and I start to make this my reality, what happens when I'm faced with the woman that's the right woman? And I've been hearing all this information that confirms to me that women are bad. What happens in real life when I meet the good woman? And all the information I have is about how bad they are. We like to think that we can just we can flip a switch and become a different person. But just like y'all said a couple times, like you can't go from being in the streets to being a great husband. It's a process that you have to go through before you will actually be good at that. And that applies to everything.
Yeah, you also, I think correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if this is scientific or not, but paralysis by analysis.
Yeah. Yep.
I think that's kind of what you were, also articulating, because you can't revert from the negative confirmations that you continue to hear that made you feel better about your position.
Right.
And then so you are doubtful about what you're seeing, right? Because there's no way he or she can be any different than what has been confirmed already for me for several months, weeks, or years.
Yep.
Hey, let me ask Strata and Crimson a question. When you're listening to somebody talk about a particular subject, so let me say this, right? Crimson was the first interview I ever did. I was doing like a slew of interviews. She the first one that gave me an opportunity, right? And when I was watching her show and listening, I'm like, I can tell like this is expertise, right? This is an opinion that has thought this through, right? And has worked on these points, right? And every example always kind of went back to the root of what the overarching message is, right? And so when I'm hearing it, I'm inclined to listen, because I'm like, oh, this is an expert opinion. I'm using that just because we're having this type of conversation, right? Like, oh, this is an expert opinion I'm listening to. So I'm inclined to be quiet. So when I listen to people talk about a certain thing, I can tell you either done this before, studied it, there's a combination of such. And then I'm inclined to listen more and kind of say, okay, so I'm understanding it like this, right? That seems pretty simple. Is that the norm? To do that? This person know what they're talking about.
No. Go ahead, Crims. You got the floor.
Strata said no.
No.
A flat no? Just no?
Not what they do. No. No.
I want to hear more about this flat no.
I got you. Yeah, it's flat no, because what normally happens is my expertise offends your ego. And so now you have to deal with my hard truth and my hard results. And the gap between what you don't have is now offended. So as an opposed to you hearing more, you're gonna put me on trial for my expertise and knowledge, because my results and what I'm telling you offend you. So before I hear what you say, I'm gonna try to make it wrong. And that's what happens the most in these types of conversations.
Strata, can I give a little pushback though? Do you think sometimes it's not the information, but it's the person?
Okay, what up?
What's up, yo?
What was your question one more time, Tiff? You're a little low. Say it one more time, please.
I said, do you think that sometimes it's not necessarily about the information, but the person delivering it? Like it's like right information, bad messenger.
I don't think it's that, Tiff, because I think that it always falls on the people that are receiving it. I think that's where it becomes out of order, right? And I think that, to your point, though, if you as the listener of the information, if you don't think I'm the right messenger, then I go on trial. You see what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter how qualified I am. If you deem me wrong, then it goes from my knowledge to impart on people that's listening to why are you saying that? What gives you the right to say that? And then where it gets funny, and this is where I find it the most irritating. The moment you play that game with them as the expert, they're going to keep moving it. So you be like, hold on, you saying this? Well, how long you do it for? 10 years. You ain't do it for 12.
Okay.
How much money you got? I got this much. You still missing another 100,000. Like, it's gonna keep moving. So that's why I said I don't even know if it's messenger more than the person listening. Your truth and your expertise, it bangs so hard with their reality pause that the only way they can process it is to disqualify it.
Damn, you took that point.
Let me think on that, because what him say, let it marinate.
Can I say
Damn, you took
Crimson, then Sean. Sean been chilling too. My bad,
Could
Sean.
you do me a favor, Hemp, and re-ask that question for me so I can make sure I answer it?
Damn, what I said? I
What you
said,
said?
what did I say? Oh, when you hear someone talking, you realize that they're learned or they have this experience about the certain topic. So I'm inclined to be quiet because I can hear the expertise. You know, if Trigger might start talking about guns, I'm gonna say, okay, I need to sit
Okay, I
here
remember your exact
and
question.
consume
Okay.
this info. Yeah.
In real life, that still happens majority of the time where people have to be quiet. Because when you're in person with someone and you're speaking to them about
Mm,
any range of subjects, okay, and that other person is an expert or they come off that way, there's an energy tied to that, there's a way that they're speaking that's tied to that, there's body language that's tied to that. And so I believe that for the majority in real life, people have more of a tendency to kind of back up and listen more than they talk to the person who appears to be doing or knowing more than they do on a particular subject. Online is where you get the foolish men
I
from
mm,
don't know.
people not being quiet
uh-huh.
when somebody who obviously sort of has more knowledge on a particular subject is speaking about that subject and then they don't want to be quiet. Because, like, for instance, I'm not a big political person. I don't have a lot of political knowledge and history knowledge of certain things. So when that conversation starts going on, you'll see my mouth close because I may pipe up one or two things, like maybe with questions or
Mm,
something like that, or
mm,
clarification or something that I thought was true. Maybe it's not true. Oh, wait a minute, that's the point not. But if that conversation is being had, especially with people who actually have, you know what I'm saying, that type of knowledge, I'm gonna be
mm.
quiet because why am I talking? That may just make you look stupid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just,
This,
just,
I
this,
mean, if you
this. Go
just,
ahead. Go
just
ahead.
like,
Go ahead. Go ahead, too, and Tiff. And I want to
but
ask Sean a question.
But Crispin, you know when you go to the doctor and the person is like been all on WebMD and they telling the doctor what the diagnosis is. I think sometimes Google has given accreditations that have not been earned. So, well, this, and this is a symptom, and this doctor said this online, and instead of you listening to the expert that's in front of you, you've now let Chat GPT be your doctor and you're fighting reality. So versus the information that you believe and the information that the doctors give you. I do think that we question experts at this point. I don't think that
Yeah.
we flat out we don't do that.
Yeah.
And you know what, Tiff? I don't mind questioning an expert. I actually
Okay.
don't mind that. Because just because a person comes off as an expert or may be an expert doesn't mean that they can't be
You know,
challenged with a question
Facts.
They're
and
not
have,
infallible. Yeah.
because again, like you just said, not infallible, they can make mistakes. Because and I hear what you're saying, that
Hmm.
people, you know what I'm saying, think they can Google something real quick and now all of a sudden they're expert at it, so now they can battle everybody on a
Right.
thing. So I definitely get what you're saying and I agree.
Okay.
However, with the concept of questioning an expert, I definitely believe in questions, because the only question that's dumb is the one you didn't ask. Because
Right.
I've been in situations with doctors. I recognize that they're doctors and I'm not. However, they don't live in my body.
Right.
So I can tell them,
So,
no,
so
this
Crim,
is happening to me.
so
Right.
Crimson, I'm making a differentiation when I hear y'all talk. Um, and then I get 2K in because he wanted to respond to something that y'all said, and then I want to ask Sean a question.
that's good.
I gotta
Two,
get out of here real quick too. That man,
okay.
I know this getting
So
good,
this,
man. I'm gonna try to make this as quick as possible.
no doubt. So, well, you don't have to go spar if you don't want to. You
I'm
spar every
outside
fucking
of the
day.
gym, my brother. They waiting on me.
So they ain't waiting on you. So, Crimson, I'm making a differentiation in what you're saying between doubting the expert and questioning. Is that okay? Yeah, because that's the part that I disagree. Like they be like, Bill Belichick, you don't like that, but saying, well, give me more about this part, or what about that? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like going
Yeah,
against the expert as if you have the same knowledge and you trying to check them, that's
yeah,
but if
that's the
you're
part.
asking questions to them based on something you're experiencing, have experienced, something that you might know, or you need clarification on something that they are saying, then if
By all
that
means,
person has real expertise, they should be able to answer those questions
they can
because
answer.
just like you just said, Hamp, you close at a high rate and you're consultative. So I'm sure that when you come to where you go to do what you're doing, the people have questions for you. They
Oh
don't
yeah.
have your knowledge,
Mhm.
but they will say, well, wait a minute, do you think that's the right thing? Or this thing and this thing, you sure that's okay? And
Mhm.
because you're an expert at it, you're able to say, no, that's not how
Yeah.
that works. Or
Yep.
yes, matter of fact, that is
Mhm.
how that works, and we'll do it like that. So but
Exactly. And that's different from the people that tell me, yeah, I moved 20 times. Give a fuck, right? Because those are the people try to act like they can measure, right? But other people like, well, do you guys have those boxes that can't you hang the clothes? Those are different than the people who act like they moved a bunch of times, so now they know the moving business, right? Those people act differently. 2K, give me 1 second. I just want to ask Sean this
Do
question.
you think, bro?
I can defer to CJ too if you got to go, just for the record.
Well, we need him for this question.
Okay,
Actually.
okay.
All right. So Shaw came up, right, about the herpes stat. I'm sitting there looking dumb because all I heard was 50% of black women got herpes. I'm doing the Macaulay Culkin, right? I can't believe that I just was confounded, right? Like, how the fuck, And so then we just kept the conversation going.
Yeah.
Shaw came up and said, well, this is how you actually break this down. This stat could be extrapolated from a survey that was 2,000 women in Houston specifically that they had, right? Like he came with an entire thought process around it, with an understanding. And they called him a simp for that. But when I'm listening to him talk, I'm like, oh, he knows something. This is a something that seemed to be prominent in his everyday life because he was kind of saying, I do this thing, right?
Yeah.
And at all of that, they called him a simp. I said, well, goddamn, he know what he's saying. But they just ignored it because it was against maybe what was being the narrative, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, against what they wanted to believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, a lot of that data and this the thing about an expert. A lot of the data that they collect be so skewed. Like so much is not into perspective of really what it is. So like, I'm a type of person, I don't really listen to data. Like they'll say right now, 1 out of every 4 people got herpes. It's 10 people on here right now who ready to confess. You know what I'm saying?
What?
I heard 2K got it.
You always
Hey.
come out swinging. You always do. Hey, 2K.
What's up, Tiff?
No. He's making a
good point.
He's making a point.
Tiff don't want to hear Tiff. Hey,
My
how you
Dallas
doing,
brother. I'm gonna listen to you. Come on, Dallas brother. Come on.
I just wanted to let you know you looked it better when your top lip touched your bottom. But you do your thing.
Wait.
So yeah, so
my top lip touched my bottom.
Yeah, do it right quick.
Well, you're not talking, Tiff. Just let him finish. Go ahead.
So
that's my guy, man.
So with everything being said, it's like, where does the data really stem from? And they always really be the problem. Like, I really can't. This is why I stopped reading. I don't trust information. I have to be able to see it and then articulate it. Like when they said that black fathers wasn't in their children's life, I don't care what numbers they showed me, I knew it was a lie. Because if you go to jail and that's where you doing your statistics at, of course your numbers gonna match up. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course. So it's really hard to see who the expert. That's why I like to get into fields. All right, like, okay, you might be the expert over here, but 2 blocks over, you not the expert over there. So I want to talk to the master of this area. And that's how I try to collect the information like piece by piece because nobody got the whole puzzle.
Yeah. Sean, CJ.
Sean, go ahead, Sean.
Anything?
Yeah, I too was a simp in that situation. I too was a simp. This so many things to respond to. This is what I realized, right? The unqualified person, the only way that they can join the conversation is to disqualify the qualified person. That's it. That's the only way. There's no other way. It's by saying, "Oh, you were only married for 7 years. Oh, you can't possibly talk about marriage." Well, who the fuck can? People that were married for 25 years? And Crimson, now my eyebrow went up, Crimson, when you said successfully married, because that is a whole nother bar, because I don't even know how we would determine that.
What is
that would be right. So I just think there are so many things that people say. There's so many things that people say, like the whole super nigga thing, you know? And it is to diminish people, to diminish their opinion, to disqualify them, to say, no, we can't listen to your opinion. Why would we listen to your opinion? I'm gonna tell you, this is very short, right? I majored in chemistry, which means I'm smarter than most people that I encounter. Let's be clear about that, right? Majored in chemistry. I did a presentation at NASA. The thing I knew in that room at NASA was I was the dumbest motherfucker in there. And you know what I did? I comported myself as if everyone else in that room was smarter than me. I deferred. When they asked me questions, if I didn't know the answer, I said, you know what? I don't know. We'll do some more research and we'll get back to you with that information. There was nothing I could question them about unless I was asking them for more information just to edify myself. There was nothing I could tell them about anything. And people have to realize, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up.
So, agree about that stat thing. I don't mind Shy saying, hey, these stats are wrong. Here's the real stats. This is how you extrapolate the stats. This is how you extract it, and this is how you're supposed to do it. I don't mind that at all. If he's giving me that information. If Sean is talking about chemistry, my ears are open and perked. If he knows what he's talking, if he sounds like he knows what he's talking about. I think people usually listen to people of expertise. The problem is people think they are experts in relationships on these YouTube streets. That's the problem. None of y'all are experts in relationships. None of y'all took relationship classes. None of y'all took. Y'all might have what y'all think are successful marriages. That's why I like what Sean said about that. But who knows if that's successful? The man might be listening to you the whole marriage. You might be fighting that man the whole marriage. We get on these YouTubes and say, "Hey, my marriage is successful. Look at me." We don't know what the hell is going on in your background. So none of us are experts in relationships, like I said. So we all experience them. And we all have an opinion about these relationships. Some are more valid than others. I agree with that for sure. But not the end of it.
Yeah. TJ, would you say because experts, like a lot of stuff, you're right. A lot of people are not experts on, but even when we get into relationships, it's something that we've all experienced. So unless somebody is a LPC marriage and family therapist, I don't know exactly who the hell would be an expert on relationships, but we probably should use the word experienced. So and we are being obtuse if we don't know what a successful relationship looks like. That means one that's actively working and not broken. Right. So you know what I mean? That's really what we do in these spaces where we attempt to discredit so quick. But I know why relationships are the reason where people go to discredit so quickly, because if you are not in a successful one, that means that you hurt. You're more likely to be hurt.
I gotta go. I have to respond to this. Let me respond to this. So I agree. Everybody have their own experiences, but your experience will help you teach me, right? But I am still not you. Like somebody said about the going to the doctor and having a sickness. I still am. I can probably do everything that you did. I don't have the physical features you have. I don't have the voice you have. I don't have the hairstyle you have. So I might not get the results you have from that experience. So stop trying to tell me how you did it. You got to understand how you look at me and what I have, and try to help me figure out how I can do it with the attributes I have. Don't
I get what you're saying, CJ. I get what you're saying, but that's impossible. A
Well, see,
person can only give you no. Listen, a person can only give you their experience from their perspective, which is why it's meant for the person receiving the information that you to meet and spit out the bone. Right? So there's no possible way I can make a perfect use case relationship scenario to approach women for a skinny ass nigga like you. All right, I'm a 6 foot tall, 250-pound black man. We're not probably gonna get the same woman, but you can take what I'm telling you and say, I can relate to that. I listen. In fact, I listen to people.
I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna be listening though, and I'm trying to
I
catch up.
listen to people that claim to be experts that say 90% bullshit, but I don't give them a hard time because 10% of that I was like, hey, dude was right. I can implement that. That's actually what happens when you cross these like racial divides. Because I work with a lot of people, I interface with a lot of people. I listen to some people of different races talk like I can't relate to none of this, but I wait to the part that's purely objective and purely universal, and I'd be like, I could do that. I could do that. And that's what we're really supposed to be doing. But we're so quick to want to go disqualify, like, I can't do it. So I think if we would just really take a moment to say, I'm a student here. Even your own teacher, even college professors are mixing in their perspective with fact. You're not even supposed to listen to them all the way, right? So that it's impossible to listen and search for a perfect understanding from a perfect person. We're supposed to.
I'm gonna come back as quick as I could. Shout out to my guy from Peyton.
Go ahead, Crimson. Go ahead. No, go ahead, Crimson.
Say this as well. Life is more formulaic and mathematical than we think it is.
Facts.
Exactly.
Facts. I was just about to say that. Facts.
Usually a formula for success in just about everything, because when you see people who are wealthy, people who are successful in any particular industry or whatever, people usually ask, what did they do to get that success, to get that wealth, to earn that business? And when we ask those questions, we usually don't think about, I'm such an individual person that I could never do what that other person did to get that thing. We usually don't think like that. We usually want to adopt whatever attributes those successful people have, even when we don't have them, because we're trying to be more like them. Because if they have certain attributes that led to success and I'm not in a successful space, maybe it's my attributes that are the problem. So let me find out the formula of success that they used. Marriages also have a formula that need to be followed in order to have a successful one, regardless of people's individual personalities, individual mindsets, individual financial circumstances, social circumstances, etc. So there is a formula of success. It's not that individualistic where nobody can find out. Because if that were the case, then there would be no such thing as marriage counselors or people who could tell you about relationships, or people who could tell you about businesses, or people who could tell you about finances. There would be nobody, because, we don't know. I just did it myself. I don't know how you're going to do it. I did.
One second. Crimson, to what you're saying, when they talk about an expert, in Shad or Sean, correct me if I'm wrong, they talk about what you need 10,000 hours to become an expert at anything. And it's through repetition of how you gain mastery of a skill set. And I think a lot of times you have people that haven't put more than 40 hours in, talking like the people that have 20,000 hours in. Like they've been doing this for years and years. And you have like tippy-toed in, you got a little bit of information, you internet smart, but you definitely not with the people like, now you done got your little degree and you think you smart. You're not degreed in this particular subject, which I think everybody has a SMOP. You're a subject matter specialist in some things, but not all things.
Real quick, before we go any further.
Well, yeah, 2K and Stroud about to stay in this. I think y'all about to stay right here, so y'all two go.
Yeah, you got it, Stroud.
Real quick, before we go too far away from it, hey, Crimson, do you mind giving me the formula for marriage? Like I said, it's something I'm striving to get into. I don't want to miss that jewel.
She don't got it.
The formula for a successful marriage is found both in the Bible and in the Quran. It is God's institution, and therefore he gave the rules for the success of that institution. The only reason that my first marriage was successful was because me and my husband followed it. This marriage that I'm in now, me and my husband are following it to the best of our ability. So we anticipate a successful marriage, and we're currently having one.
Boy, Friday, you asking the wrong person. Ask me how you have a successful marriage, bro. It's gonna lie. It's gonna lie on the sacrifice of what you willing to do, my boy. All right, you can't get the advice from a woman because they don't know what it means to have to sacrifice and take the L's that you take the family together. Now, she might be a good leader, but ultimately it's you that's gonna have to get the sacrifices that she didn't see. All of that lies on you. All of it. And if you asking questions, you ain't ready for it yet. Yeah. So just hold the ship, my boy. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be smooth. But when it comes to expertise, like the only thing I really defer to is numbers. So like if Sean wanted to get on, I don't even want to do it. Let Sean do it. I try to stay as far away from stuff that I'm not an expert in because Sean trying to teach me because he's a master would still have to require me to know a great thing of knowledge to what Sean can. You can't even he telling me about variables and A, B's and C's and numbers. I don't even try to teach me. Just go do it on your own because that's your thing. But when it comes to experience, then you have like relationships. I know Tiff think I'm a rookie, and I felt every stray she shot over here. I got you beat because I work backwards. Okay, work backwards. I don't worry about what keep the relationship together. I worry about all the fucked up shit and then go from there. I worry about what's going to kill the relationship and go from there. See, you probably prioritize stuff like happiness in your relationship. That's a big thing to you. And this is why I was just telling you, Shroda.
Are you making an assumption? Because
that's an assumption. Okay, and like I was telling you, Shroda, it's going to be.
Let him finish, Tiff. Let him finish.
Well,
and like I was telling you,
it doesn't matter. Let me say this. You don't get to respond just because people say your name. Wait for them to finish, and then you can have a coherent response to everything that's being said. Go ahead, 2K.
No, Shroda, just like I was saying, it's going to be built on the sacrifices that you willing to sacrifice for the marriage, bro. Yeah, I'm done. I yield the floor.
Okay. Tiff, what did you want to? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
This is interesting, right? You see how in this exchange, I never questioned either person any further. I asked for information, got two different opinions. What smart people do, I'll take a little bit of this that resonates, apply with a little bit of that. Think about how all of this, it kind of relates to who I know myself to be, applied accordingly. But I think both of them for imparting it because they didn't have to.
Yeah. Well, I think that's solid approach. 2K. What 2K doesn't know, maybe because he didn't, like he said, he doesn't defer to books. Is that he agreed with Crimson?
Yeah,
based on the premise that he painted, right, and how these things go, because the marriage constructs in the Bible and the Quran don't mention happiness either.
Right.
So it's just interesting that you guys align, even though he never read it. And 2K. Hold on, Trigger. 2K. Excuse me, Tiff. Did you want to respond to something 2K said?
No, you literally just took the words out of my mouth. It's like, oh, I think you're prioritizing happiness. Like, I got married in a Christian marriage and in a trifold marriage. So my husband is the head of the authority. And nowhere in our marital vows does it say, I promise to be happy. I promise you happiness. Happiness is up and down and it's conditional. What he promised me was a particular standard. What I promised him in our vows was a standard. And that does have nothing to do with our mood or what I want to do. There are responsibilities that are like, this is the baseline, but my husband is the head. and what the head says, that's what goes. But as far as happiness, nowhere in our vows was that promise. So I can't have tantrums when I'm not happy, because as a wife, I have a duty to respond and act accordingly.
I
You
like
made
that.
it made a big assumption, and it ain't that.
I stand corrected, Queen.
Yeah.
Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. I know that we got a slightly condensed time window today, so I'm gonna read this $50 super chat, and I got a couple more questions. I want to make sure I get all these opinions in. All right. Can't get right with the 50 ball. Says, being the youngest in a household, I instinctually look to elders for insight. You live longer. I'm generally going to take your word for it.
Wow. Shit like that.
Put in your 10,000 hours. I'm going to listen to you. Then I test the theories when I have the opportunity. That's pretty solid. Salute the camp for the first 50 ball of the day.
And when I'm feeling broke, E and J by my side, Henny like $40. This shit like 25.
You know, one thing.
Perfect.
You know, one thing I was thinking about, Trick, I know you wanted to get in on that last one, and I'm not going too far from it, right? But the experience aspect in a thing. You know, we used to always say, well, Bill Belichick never played football. Well, you saw what the fuck happened to him when he lost Tom Brady. You saw what happened to him at UNC. He is terrible. If he's not the epitome of Billy and Joe's over X's and O's, I don't know what is. He be trying to get these guys from obscure places, and they can't play a lick of football. They did not go to Michigan for a reason. There are diamonds in the rough here and there, but he be getting guys from West Bubble thinking they're gonna do right. But Tom knows the game; he can play it well. So the experience factor, I know you can read about it, right? I know you can study it, but the doing part, should we put that on the top of the totem pole?
Yes. But what about, so what you're essentially is saying with like those that can do and those that can't teach? Like that's a quote, like I'm taking what you just said.
I didn't essentially say that.
I think it has some correlation, what you're saying too.
Yes.
Oh, correlation. I thought you said that's what I'm saying. I didn't say
no, just the correlation of the quote, those that can do, those that can't teach. So remember when you said we're talking about football, I'm talking about football, is that you are talking and guiding and giving information as an expert versus even if I'm a novice, I've never played at the level that you've played. So you're still going to have information and an experience that I don't have.
Okay.
Can you repeat the question one more time?
Yeah. Should the experience in a thing supersede maybe book smarts or a person being taught as opposed to doing it?
Absolutely. When I was in the military, I was infantry, 11 Bravo. So what I learned was the people read the book, and the manual, it told you exactly what to do if you guys ever came under contact. In the manual, it states, run for 3 seconds, drop down and hit the ground for 3 seconds. Get up, run for 3 seconds, and drop down again. So the book doesn't account for real life experiences. Instead of me knowing what was in that book, I knew how to stay alive. If it was a shootout, we knew the first thing to do, look for cover. Let's get behind a brick wall, behind a tree. Let's stay here, then move to the next position. See, that book told you what they thought staying alive looked like. But you needed experience to know that if I need to stay up for 2 more seconds and get behind this wall or get behind this tree, run 2 more seconds, because that's going to guarantee me my life. So it's definitely the experiences over the book. I just think that the book is like the core teaching, but you need to be able to add on to it.
Okay. 2K, did you guys see this movie? It's a true story though, with who's the best actor? What's his name? Tom Hanks. And he's a pilot. and he has to land on the Hudson. I mean, for the
Uh,
white, I mean, it's
you're
Denzel,
talking about
Tom
Sully.
Hanks, Philadelphia. That
Yeah.
motherfucker.
The
I
drinking
mean,
movie.
Was
right?
it Sully?
No, not the drinking movie. The
Talking about
one
Sully.
Sully.
Captain Sully.
Sully.
He lands on the Hudson, right? Y'all remember?
Mhm.
And so they're about to prosecute him because they're like, you should have went back to the
Yep.
airport.
That's
And
a
he's
good
like, well, you
example.
guys didn't account for this. You guys didn't account for that. You these guys didn't account for the birds. And so when they reran the test with the birds and the hesitation time for shock, nobody could have made it to the airport.
Yep.
To your
Yep.
point, but textbook wise, he would have made it back to the airport. So I 100% understand that. Go ahead, Mike.
But see, that
No.
take away from Sean. See, so Sean is the expert who drew that book up. That's now so that shows even more what experience is, because Sean can do the raw numbers and can tell you how it can happen in a perfect world scenario. But with the experience, Sean can't necessarily account for that. He as smart as he is, that the experience gonna always outweigh the knowledge.
Now, the one modifier I will make to that 2K, I'm not gonna say always, because some people have experience, but the experience was shitty. They didn't do much, they didn't understand much, they weren't in the moment. Say, for instance, Hamp, the nigga on the end of the bench in any sport. I don't think that nigga will know more than Belichick. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think so. Because that nigga ain't really do shit. That nigga wasn't paying attention. He wasn't committed. He wasn't disciplined. 2K, when I hear you talking about your experience in the military just now, bro, I'm like, damn, that shit's vivid. I know a bunch of fucking slouches who went to the military, and I ain't never heard them talk like you just talked. You know what I'm saying? So I think there's levels to the experience. So I agree with you in principle, but I just say that there's levels to the experience that make a difference.
So the 55 on that NFL team, they know what they're doing, right? These are expert level people, but I catch your drift. What exposed Belichick is when he didn't have the best quarterback of all time, his moves didn't manifest. You see, but I understand why, because I use that example. So we just gonna stay on that example. I was just using it because he didn't know. That's what it seems like, because it's not translating for anybody else now that he doesn't have the best player at that position ever. You know, so
I think Belichick was still a good coach though. He had too much mid. Like you could with one supreme and the rest mid. They all role players. That's LeBron on any team. That's Kobe on any team. If you got one exceptional guy around a bunch of mid people, you raise the play. But in Belichick, I don't think that Belichick knew less of the game because he had Tom Brady. But all the pieces are mid at this point.
May I ask a question, 2K, though? What about Phil
and I know we always overemphasize on the example, then we get lost in the example. So I apologize. But all fair points, right? I think it was a good example. So a couple voices haven't said nothing in a little while. Shad, Mr. Williams, Trigger Mike been kind of quiet. And then we'll go back Crimson, Relly, if she want to get in.
Just to kind of answer your question plainly, when you were talking, I was thinking about two words like knowledge and wisdom. So knowledge is the information, wisdom is the application of it. So I was thinking about boxing, right? They call boxing a sweet science. So I know the punches 1 through 6. Tell me if I'm wrong. Pop quiz. The 3 is the left hook, right?
Yeah.
But knowing that don't matter when I get in that ring with a dude who got 100 fights and he got some other stuff. I know the punches, right? But when you get in the timing, knowing the reaction, all that matters. I have the understanding of the 1 through the 6. But if I don't have the experience of setting up them combos, getting hit, having to throw something back, throw a counter back, I'm in trouble. So I think experience, wisdom always supersedes knowledge. The knowledge is the foundation. So, because the people that write these books couldn't write the books without the experience. Like these physics books, these biology books, they have the knowledge. They've applied it, and they can provide the wisdom to everyone else because they know it so well.
Yeah,
plainly.
You see that a lot, Shot. You'll see if you watch like Jake Paul fights as an example, you'll see them taking turns.
Yeah.
Right. You'll see them kind of like boom, boom, boom. He'll block whatever. Boom, boom, boom. Right. The people that can punch in between yours, that's the high level professional shit. Right. Because they understand you got to do it simultaneously. Protect yourself and swing. Right. Because that's how you really score. That's how you steal in points and etc. So 100%.
That's how Crawford beat Canelo. Counterpunch.
Crawford,
masterful. Yeah. So I mean, Shad had an excellent point. 2K had an excellent point. So I don't even want to mess up from their point at all or
You're gonna do it
distract from it.
anyway. I know
No,
you're
I'm
gonna
not.
do it
I'm
anyway.
not. What I'll come from it from a different angle. What's missing? What's missing from Belichick was the humility. Like you have to have a level of integrity to know what you're not good at. And he wasn't honest with himself, right? I noticed that people who are very humble, they always give the credit to the person that made it possible for them. So he should never really talk about his greatness without mentioning Brady. And I think I've heard him talk a few times. He should be like, hey, look, man, I'm just the man behind the thing. Because if y'all know anything about Bill Belichick, he ran the most disciplined system in football. He would bench you for anything. It don't matter who you were, 5-star recruit, you late to practice. So he ran the most disciplined system. So that's what coupled all of those people. You know, they would get scrap receivers. Y'all don't remember that? A receiver
Yeah.
would get out of the jail and be on the Patriots because he could put them in that system and make it work. But without Tom Brady at the helm, he's just another coach, right? So what I'm saying is that you have to be humble enough to know when you ain't got it. And that's what's missing in these internet spaces too. If you're not paired with somebody, right? I'm not even gonna say some of your podcasters that team up, you know if one of them leave. Y'all know who I'm talking about. If the big if the articulate one leave, the other one ain't got no life no more. That's the one example like that, right?
You talking about Anton and Lapice?
No, I ain't even talking about that. I'm talking about some of the bigger, like, but y'all get it. That's a good example to say that person gonna have to hang up the mic. If the other one leave, one of them ain't gonna be in business no more, and they might as well go on and do a different business.
More
So
like
you
Joe
have
Budden and his
you get
friend.
it. You get it, right?
All
So
right. Last
you gotta
name drop. Last name drop for the night. Okay.
Oh, for the
I
name.
wasn't, I didn't even name drop. That's why I'm like, but y'all get what I'm saying.
Yeah, these two big-headed Negroes below me and to the right. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like for it to just linger in the air.
Let it linger.
I'm a straight shooter.
Rel, what you think about the experience? You know what's ill? We was talking about things. How you say, Rel? What were y'all talking about? Like coming from the trenches, so to speak. You know, and then as that conversation was manifesting, things were just being exposed left and right, and they were the simplest of things. I guess this is a different thing. Like people want to be that thing, right? I guess it goes into the cosplay thing a little bit, Shot. Right, right. Like, you know, it's like you trying so hard to be this thing, but that's not true. And then you run the risk of just exposing the fact that you don't know it because you don't have the experience. Is that a huge factor in the unqualified opinion?
Yeah, and they can get it off and they block, right? Because if you're not the man, if you're not really a street dude, you're never around street dudes. You've never met a street dude who hang around other people, right? Typically, they're all street dudes. So if you're a fake street dude, you could say whatever till you get on the internet and you around dudes you would never be around. And then they're like, that's not how that work. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why the internet is important because it's easy to get exposed here. I think kind of like what CJ was trying to say about the experiences is it's like your background matters, right? So let's say like you're a black woman and you need correction. You don't want a white woman telling you shit, no matter how successful she is, right? Because something in your mind knows you couldn't possibly, as a white woman, understand my experience in life as a black woman. Right? So even if you got all the right answers, I don't think you actually worked it out in your brain from my POV. And it's the kind of same way from some of us who are poor, right? You upper middle class, rich, you never had to struggle. Mommy and daddy loved you. And then you come and you try to teach something to the trenches kids. And it's like, yeah, that sounds nice. Relate to me on your pops getting locked up and and he wasn't around, so your mom was on drugs and you got to get out here and make a way because your little sisters and brothers is starving. And then talk to me about don't be in the streets. Right? Because tell me, like, yeah, your mama was a nurse. That was cool. Your daddy had a good job. He was military and you had all the flies, J's. Talk about going to school and your parents can't afford that, so niggas whooping your ass because you ain't fresh. Then tell me about getting in the street. If you don't face my reality, don't give me no advice. Because it's certain obstacles that you don't think about in your head when you climb your ladder of success. Because you telling me how to climb the ladder of success, and I'm trying to tell you, I ain't got no fucking ladders around here. It's just ditches. Ain't no lifts up. So I gotta get it out how I live. And if you never experienced the get it how you live, your motivation just sound like motivation. It just sound like okay, nice. But it just don't touch you, right? So that's why we have to have people who may not be the most polished, but we can't say they're just underqualified because we have to understand what have you been through. Because when you somebody who been through something, you don't care about people's success. You care about what they've been through to get it. Because if somebody handed that shit to you, how can I relate to that?
Sure. See, but they telling you though, like I don't care who the advice come from. I don't care what their upbringing is. If the man tell me how to get $1 million, I don't look at my situation and say, well, this is why I can't. The directions are clear. This is how. I'm not trying to get him to taper what's going through to my life. That makes the direction null and void. That means I need to get on his program, and that's why I have a real disdain for therapy. Like people only want to go to people who can relate to them, and to me that's stupid when you're trying to get out their position. I don't want nobody to be sympathetic, empathetic, or none of the above. Show me how, tell me what I need to do, and watch it get done. I don't care about the elements. Of course, there's elements. So I don't know. That sounds like the victim Olympics.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the word that I heard someone else use. Sorry, I can't remember them to quote them, but they said that sounds a little bit like mental shackles. And I'm gonna tell you why, Sherelle, is that sometimes people I understand the context
why
in
y'all
which what
keep
you're saying.
Sometimes.
No, I'm saying I understand that the
Sean
context
got
that
one
she's
off
saying.
earlier.
Yeah,
I'm like, okay, maybe Sean gonna circle it back.
a minority of the time,
and then you just gonna yell it out like I ain't sitting here.
Yeah. Now I understand there are occasions.
Well, nigga, I know what semantics is.
All right, look.
Can I
But
interrupt?
just real quick, her situation
Because
is
I'm
true.
about to go.
Oh, go ahead, Crimson.
I was just gonna say goodbye. I gotta drop off the panel now. I'm gonna doze off and go to sleep, and that's gonna look real crazy on this live.
Oh yeah. For sure.
All right then, but thank you, Hamp. Thank you, everybody.
Appreciate
this
you,
was
man.
an awesome
100%.
conversation. I love you guys. I'm out.
Love you, man. Be safe. I'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Salute the Crimson, man. Go ahead, Mike.
Well, what I was saying is that I've realized that some people can't read the room, right? Because I get that a lot when I'm trying to give somebody advice or what to do. And then they will be telling me why they can't. And I'm be like, if you made it in a room with me and all these other people, why are you now telling me you can't do something? If you were invited to this party, you see what I'm saying? So I get where your situation comes, but I think that's like a mental shackle that people put on. It's like how you make it around all of us, but you still want to call yourself unworthy or unqualified. So I think that tends to happen to where people want to hold themselves back mentally, but forgetting that they've made it in the room with people who can even give them that type of advice. So they kind of shouldn't fall victim to that type of thinking.
I wrote something down real quick. I want to run it by, see what y'all think about it. So just listening to the convo, it kind of goes into what Trigger Mike said, and I think it intertwines Sherelle and 2K's earlier sentiments. So the statement that came in my brain was, fear trumps and silences experience when doubt appears. Fear trumps and silences experience when doubt appears. And what made me think about it that way is the person that's listening, if they have doubt or fear, they're going to walk you down a hypothetical land of shit that don't exist. What ifs that'll never happen. Because it's easier to do that than just to say, I'm too afraid to do what you're saying. The advice is sound, but I got to qualify and rectify it in a way to where if I don't take it, I don't look stupid.
I think I would substitute fear with pride.
Pride. I like pride trumps and silences experience when doubt appears. I like
Yes,
that.
I think
And
they-
uncertainty.
That's how they come
And
across.
uncertainty.
But we might be playing some man, but pride seems to resonate in that instance when you illustrated the example.
It's crazy. I ain't get that. I got you looking for an excuse to be a loser.
Yeah. And it's insecurity, 2K. The easiest question to ask when you're the least educated person in the room is how. That's all you gotta ask.
Well, remember the conversation is experience, though, right? So she used the race thing. So let's just go there, right? Like, how does it work when we having a racial conversation? You know, do you think, in terms of experience, black people are more qualified to speak on white people than vice versa?
Yes.
I think we just people, bro.
Well, hold on then, 2K. If that's your take, hold on 1 second. For the people that want to play the comparison game, 2K said we just people.
No, Hemp, I think what a lot of people don't understand is most black people study white people or whiteness at a different level. White people think that they're studying black people, but it's different when you are studying somebody for survival. So your point of view is very different. Hence to what Sherelle is saying, it's like any advice a white woman gives, you have to kind of give it you got to kind of side eye it or like really dig down because how her womanhood shows up is very different. We're not having the same experience. Yes, we're both women, but our lived experience is very different. So we could be talking about marriage, but our baseline is different.
But it's gonna continue to be different if you keep going a different route. Like that's the thing. Like, if you guys wanted to be the best, why would you go to somebody that's used to getting it the worst? Like, why continue to go to another black woman for advice and she fucked up or can relate to your fucked up situation instead of going the opposite way to get it right? Like, you running in circles when you looking for a relatable answer. You need the answer to be relatable, and it's not relatable. It's hard.
You know where I'm sorry. Y'all know where I can relate to. I'm sorry.
Let Sean go. He been going quiet.
As it relates to the question about whiteness and blackness, we have a better understanding of whiteness than they do of blackness. Much better. Our black lives are impacted. Our lives are impacted by whiteness in some way, and generally speaking, their lives are not impacted by ours. No matter what that looks like. Whether that's some negative or positive. Most white people probably rarely or don't ever come in contact with black people. Because if you think about all the places where they live, the neighborhoods they live in, where the fuck would they meet a black person? They may passing, like HAMP from goddamn Connecticut. It's like 12 black people up there, man. You know what I'm saying? So they don't know no goddamn. You know what I'm saying? They don't know no goddamn black people up there, man.
It's a lot of niggas in Connecticut.
How many black people in Bertie? Yeah,
they are cousins.
All
big family. They are.
What I'm saying is, like,
Houston is bigger than Connecticut.
So this goes back to the textbook, and it's not a textbook, but maybe it's like the newscast. Everything they know about blackness, they've heard on some newscast. They don't have that experience. That's 2K's point. They don't have that experience. So maybe when they got to the military, 2K was their first black interaction. You know what I'm saying? And here he is, brash, confident, and shit like that. They're like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? And bullying niggas on the football team, bullying the white boys on the football team. You know what I'm saying? So now every time they see us in the grocery store, all they know to do is, oh my God, let me clutch my purse. Camp, I've been hopping out of big body Benzes for years. You know what I'm saying? They fuck is you locking your door for? My shit better than yours. I don't want your fucking Camry. Goofy. You know what I'm saying? They think we all steal shit. You know what I'm saying? So they just know the theoretical about us. We know them. We deal with them. They tell us yes or no. We got to sit across from them and wait for them to tell us yes or no, even though we know they're gonna tell us no a lot of times. So yeah, man,
I'm itching to hear what Shaw is gonna say because he
I wanted because I feel like y'all, you know, we get in our black moment of the conversation, and I want to be with y'all because it sounds like when y'all talking from a position of power, right? So because white people have literally experimented on us, literally, and they've also, you know, conjured up things. But here's why I'm having trouble accepting what y'all saying, because if we know them better than they know us, then I'm trying to understand, why do we give so much grace? Why are we so forgiving? Why, you know, you see instances when the white boy comes into church and kills 10 black people, and the old auntie say, well, I want you to die. You know, God gonna take care of you. And I'm saying, damn, I keep reading the history books. I'm like, shit, but we ain't never get that grace though. Like they convinced us that we the fucked up people, but when you read the history ledger, we could never catch up. We could never catch up.
Let him land it.
Yeah, I'm landing here. So I understand in theory why y'all say that, but when I look at the application of the knowledge that we supposed to have, we ain't applying the wisdom the way we deal with them. So it's just hard for me to accept what y'all saying, and I want to so bad.
This question is different. Your last point was application. I think that's a different point when you start talking about we not applying the wisdom. Application,
but no, Sean, because if you know, if you know eating chitlins and pork gonna fuck your system up, and you keep eating the shit, the knowing having the information in your head don't mean much to me if you're gonna keep eating fucking pork. It don't matter. It don't matter.
We know if you go slaw dog the first time you meet a chick, you might get something that starts with an H that you can't get rid of, and we do it anyway, right? So you know, so we know a whole lot of things that we disregard. We really do. You know what I'm saying? But so where I disagree with you, Shad, is these white people don't know shit. Those other white people was doing all this shit and studying us and all that shit. Them the white people from back then. It's a handful of motherfuckers that's doing research and all that shit right now. Everybody else is getting some shit that's second hand, third hand, fourth hand. They don't know shit. They ain't got no real life hands-on experience with us. Like none.
I'll agree.
All I'm gonna say is to Shad's point.
Hold on. Let me go respond direct to that tip. Then be quiet. Sean, the hands ain't changed, right? So the same way I can talk to my grandma about what was going on 40, 50 years ago, right? They having the same conversation with their children. So the information is being passed down, right? We don't see the Klan out on the street every day, but what's them boys called? The Patriot Front in Tennessee? They training. they firearm training. They getting ready for hand-to-hand combat. It's still happening. They're not lynching people like they were, but the tactics ain't changed. They just got a little more strategic because everybody got a camera now. So we got to be careful about what we're doing. But the idea that the mentality has changed because we ain't seeing bodies hanging from trees. That goes back to my point. So we be thinking like the game is different, and it's like it's still the same game, bro. And I think, and the fact that I think we don't think like that collectively is why I'm like, I don't think we know them. Like we don't know, bro. We don't know.
But they don't know us. Like think about all the intricacies in Jackson, all the hole in the walls. All the places where even me, I ain't never been there. I don't know nothing about Jackson other than, I've been there, but I don't know the places that you know. I hear niggas talk a bunch of street shit, a bunch of whole type of shit. And I'm thinking like, they don't know shit about Chicago. So I just don't even participate in the conversation. They don't know that shit.
I want to believe.
So what I'm saying is that it's so many things, bro, that they don't know shit about when it comes to our culture. They will never know because it's a bunch of us that don't know this shit. You know what I'm saying?
I want to side with. I want to side.
What are they neighborhoods? It ain't shit. My bad. 2K. You got it, bro.
Are you good? You good, bro? I want to side with Shad, but the skewed data that we do have supports what Sean say, because look at COINTELPRO. What they had to do to infiltrate, like they couldn't. They had to use us against us to collect data. They still don't understand us. They don't understand why we still here, how we made it from here. I mean, how we made it from that here. When the stock, like the first time it got bad for white people, stock market crashed, 1941 or 2. They started killing themselves because they was dealing with the conditions that we have been battling forever. So I think that they got the microscope on us if somebody had to be looking at somebody. And I think we pretty much got white people figured out, bro. Like, we know who they are.
So 2K, my only because I don't know who's right, who's wrong. All I can think of, my sister-in-law said this while we were on a cruise over the holiday. She said, aren't chimpanzees smarter than humans? And I'm like, who caged who? Who puts who in cages? So that's where I'm like, if we really got them figured out, how are they able to keep exacting a system of oppression over somebody who has them figured out? That don't even sound right.
The system already existed. They're not
who knows
recreating
who?
this.
The monkey,
Because I know them, right? So as a matter of fact, I'll say this: I know them, which is almost why I can't get upset all the time, because I don't expect them to acknowledge my obstacles. I can't use like my personal life. I can only use my professional life. I got nothing but white colleagues. If you ask them for advice, they will give you white advice. Just do blank. They don't understand that I'm a black. My perception of what I'm doing is completely different, but I don't expect them to know my obstacles. That's my battle to fight and my obstacle to overcome, which is why I don't get mad at white people for nothing. How the fuck would they know? They're not black and they're not American. Like, you know what I mean? So
I said we understand whiteness better than they understand blackness. That's what I meant. Exactly what you just said.
I guess Shad's point is interesting because Mike's analogy is crazy, but they keeping us in cages. They keeping us at bay. Is that because it's maybe they have the leverage to do so, or is it because they understand our mindset and therefore keep us in perpetual mediocrity at best?
No, you know what it is, and I'm gonna speak to Shad's point real quick, because you went and said, if we understand the systematic level of oppression, why aren't we more mad? It's because the white man has acquired what he's gotten through 3 ways. He lies when he wants to, he steals when he wants to, he kills when he wants to, and he asks for forgiveness from God later. We are the people who will not defy our God and our religion out of the sake of being good people. We have always been better people than them. This is why mama come out and say, I don't want to hate you because she's obeying the same God the white man has been disobeying.
But this when I say it's just a people thing. Remember when I said that?
Yeah.
Because I think that I don't even think white people beat us to the punch. We just are living through the white people victory parade. I think black people did it first. We got traded off by black people over here, and now we under their thumb. I think that whoever's the top human at the point, they are going to act as white people are conducting themselves. This is a human thing, because when I see a black motherfucker get some money, guess who they go and imitate? A white man. I think it just comes with the leadership. Like it's the person, not so much the color. I think white people beat us to it in this era, and now we on some second place shit.
You 2K, you think that we would conduct ourselves the same way?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Listen, time out. Bro, first of all, listen. We got black women acting like the new white men. Only because they was granted a seat at the table. They knew exactly what they doing. I mean, they know exactly what they doing, and now they do it because they have the power too.
Yep.
While knowing it, like they not benevolent. They only doing it because they up. They know a lot of the shit that they do is bullshit, but they do it because they can.
Yeah. So y'all remember when I said tribalism is the largest religion in the world? The reason I don't get really upset at whites, I understand the stuff that they've done, is that you go to a country where everybody's black and they separate themselves into class and tribe. The same, it's just that people hear different color. That's the only reason we call it racism.
Yeah.
Go to Nigeria, the Igbos separating themselves from the Yoruba, separate themselves from the Fulani, and they do the same shit. I'm telling you.
So you agree with 2K sentiment? Does anybody disagree?
100%.
Yeah, history just doesn't agree with what y'all saying. Like as far as like what happened in chattel slave, let's take like breeding for a second. We love to kind of conflate history, right? All civilizations had a form of slavery, right? Where we went to war, we take in your people, but there was some morality involved in those activities, right? Like the idea of like breeding people to be slaves is unique to the experience here. That wasn't so when you say things like we did it too, no, we didn't do that. There is forms of slavery all around the world. So I'm saying we got to be like concise and accurate when we have come, because this can be proven. This ain't my opinion, 2K. We can. And I know you say you don't fuck with the books. I feel you, but like it just history don't agree with you, bro.
Listen,
No, I think
telling me
the
the first time niggas
Hold on, let him engage with 2K. Let him engage with 2K.
So you telling me the first time black people started to breed was
You can
pit
go
bulls?
Say it again.
You think the first time black people started to breed was pit bulls? This is a tradition that's had been. Listen, even when the kings and queens, when they had monarchy, they was marrying the same blood for it to become more powerful. They just didn't know it was gonna make the kid retarded. But that's breeding. That's on every level. That's white on white, black on black. And they just brought it here. We trying to get a super nigga because we trying to get the max out of investment.
Yeah. So
but that's I know what you're saying, right? You talking about like a monarchy, right? We know it was weird stuff going on in kingdoms where first cousins might have whatever to keep the bloodline the way it was going, but that's not the same as like the intent of breeding people for slavery.
So, Shaw, real quick, that is, I mean, God, these are atrocities, right? Horrific human violations. But you said history doesn't agree with us. Brazil and the sugar mines in Portugal. All right, look, there were slavery, genital mutilation to me is worse. Just say that to yourself. That's what they were doing in Africa. That's what they were doing in Congos till this day. That's they would leave people where they mine stuff in South America. That's where a majority of the slaves went, mind you. Caribbean and South America and Brazil. That's where a majority of them went. They would leave them to starve in the mines. So I understand these are all horrific human violations, but it's already been studied that the worst of it actually didn't happen in America.
Where did it happen?
Everywhere I just named. Caribbean, Brazil, and like the Portuguese area, the people who were integrated in Africa. Like when somebody says genital mutilation, I want to throw up.
Yeah, that's bad. Let's just be honest, man. Like out of all we went through, like I be looking at places that I'd have been to Africa, and like I'm kind of happy I got to.
I mean,
honestly, I'm happy. Listen, bro, like, hey, I feel kind of lucky. I ain't had to get the ass whooping. I benefit from America right now because we the victors. Hey, it's rough over there, bro. It's rough. It's rough, dog.
Yeah, that's not a crazy take to say in 2025. I understand that. Looking at the conditions of America versus Africa, I understand that mentality. But again, the brutality of chattel slavery here, again, I think, like I said, atrocities were happening, like Mike spoke about, like the genital mutilation as a practice in Africa happened, right? But again, they didn't perform chattel slavery the way it happened in the Americas. That's what I'm saying. They had forms of slavery though.
I think breeding was only to protect the investment, bro. It's like buying a watermelon. Instead of me throwing the seeds away, let me go plant this so I can make more on my initial investment. I don't think it was, I just wanted to see these two niggas to come together. Nah, we trying to make something good. That's why we all got the same last name. It's the Johnsons. They trying to further the bloodline to get the investment. We were pit bulls, let's be honest. Like, nigga, I want that one.
See, even my bad, 2K. Even what we're doing right now, like how we've been conditioned to almost be like, man, I don't want that bad. Everybody go through it. You could never get a group of Holocaust survivors to even to engage in this, and it's a reason for it. I guess we look at it as toughness, that we could be like, yeah, they raped and threw our babies to alligators, but we survived. Fuck it, because black people tough, we can survive anything.
And
But
see-
we kind of take the onus off them and take it as a badge of honor. But you would never get other groups of people to discuss what happened to their ancestors the way we do. It's a very interesting thing to see.
No, that's because we're better. That's what the white people have yet to understand, bro. Our resiliency.
I got that.
They literally don't know how we still here. Like a couple Jews get killed under Adolf Hitler. They write books and movies about the shit. Whoop-de-doo. The whoop-de-doo. Like, bro, we make whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. That's what they cannot understand, bro. They can't even understand how we letting them continue to do it.
Okay, but can we also just acknowledge that the way that slavery was done in America, the chattel slavery, you were a slave forever. Indentured servants, if you got a sentence, at most it was 7 years. And it was from a biblical perspective that after 7 years you had to forgive a man of his debt. That is not what happened in slavery in America. You were a slave forever. Your kids were slaves forever. Their kids were slaves forever. There was no exit or an escape. So it is a unique experience, and it was practiced extremely different. And we have to acknowledge that.
I mean, I don't like comparative suffering conversation. I mean, it's actually
It's not
degenerative at this point.
It's acknowledged because what you said.
No, it's acknowledged. It's history. Like, I don't really debate history. I think we're just unclear. We're just unclear.
That chattel slavery in America was different because there was no escape for yourself or your children or their children. And many other places,
it was unique.
There was more of a term and there was a way out to freedom. It just is what it is. We don't have to go back and forth. And we're not doing the who suffered most. But we're talking about what happened here specifically and what makes it unique. And a lot of it was a man could have been a slave, but his children had a right to freedom. It is what it is. History is history. We're not going to rewrite it. We don't have to debate it. In fact, we can push forward.
Yeah, I want to push forward too if I was wrong. It don't know. That's just not true. I'm sorry, Miss Tip.
Yeah.
That's just not true.
Okay, you correct me and keep it pushing.
I just
do your correction.
No, you can keep it pushing.
Give more
I mean,
detail.
that's why it's like I'm not even pushing back because that's where I'm like, oh damn. But the slaves in Brazil were slaves for life. That's why I'm just trying. I'm an academic. That's why I'm like all like most of these people. I'm sorry, it was the same people that brought them transatlantic, right? They the ones who stopped the ships at all of these places, so they were going to exact the same exact of slavery on them, right? So, the most slaves went to Brazil, and they were slaves for life, and their children became slaves, right? So, this type of slavery affected the people that live here, and I still think we see residual effects of it. Right, it's indoctrinated a little bit into the Constitution. So I'd like to talk about that from a factual perspective because it's all terrible, and we currently live here, so that's why the conversation is relevant.
Yeah, I'll say this overall, Mike, and I think what we're doing right now is kind of a good example of what I think is important and valid when we're trying to exchange information. Because I'm a fan of the scientific method, and I think science is something that all students should just be a part of their curriculum in any kind of way, like mastering the scientific method, because what the school system does really good is teach us what to think and how to think. And I think the internet, if you just kind of follow what's been going over in the last 10 years, you see how people think is very problematic because we get to conclusions too fast. We lack curiosity. One of the major components of the scientific method is like rigorous skepticism. And so like being able to identify like what's false, being able to expose it, being able to really break it down and ask questions. I think that's something that in history is like a very difficult subject to kind of agree on, right? Because depending on where you get your information from, where I get my information from. Then we got to validate the sources. Who are these people that did that firsthand research? And then is it firsthand research? So, but I just think the activities we're engaging in now is like what needs to what the conversation should look like, where we don't just agree at some point to move forward. I think in society we do have to kind of agree on a set of information to actually progress in some type of way. That's my estimation. Without that, we keep you know what I mean. Without that, we just keep doing this.
So where are we in the progress of the conversation regarding experience as it pertains to talking about race?
Lost in it.
Qualified, unqualified.
Lost in the sauce.
Yeah.
Just like in real life. Lost in the sauce, bro.
Yeah.
Cause the conversation really don't have an answer that we know of, or it wouldn't be a conversation.
That's why I feel like they got us.
Yeah, like we in an infinity loop right now, bro.
It's been vibrational slavery for so long. That's why we'll go against each other to get ahead. That's why we'll disrespect each other. That's why our women will disrespect us and then expect for us to give them grace and protection. It's just they have figured out you can do a TikTok, do a goofy ass challenge, and what we gonna do? We're gonna follow it. So
And I gotta TikTok. And I gotta clarify, I didn't mean to call black people chimps. What I was actually having a conversation about chimps. And my sister-in-law, who's a doctorate candidate.
Clip that.
Clip it.
Talk about chimps are smarter than us. And I looked at her like, who caged who? The hell you talking about? How's somebody gonna be on the inside of a zoo talk about I'm smarter than you? Nigga, I lock you up.
They send me a clip of your uncles, man.
You know what?
We can't work with Akata. Akata. What is this Akata shit? Like American? Oh shit. Cotton picker.
That's we see where you got it from.
You right there. Yeah, boy.
Before Mr. Will start women listen to the women, I kind of like what Sherelle, or like the episode Sherelle had when I agree, we are in the age of like unlearning. So I kind of feel what 2K said, we are in kind of this loop, but we are trying to like relearn, unlearn information that was passed down to us. Like one thing I'm learning help is about like, you know, of course we know Abraham Lincoln ain't freed the slaves. But one thing I ain't know, bro, they don't talk about how many black men self-emancipated, which was also a catalyst for the Civil War. Like niggas was like, we ain't doing this shit no more. Like they never told us that. And I'm starting to learn like that's a part of history that never gets discussed. The thousands of black slaves that said, y'all know what, we ain't doing this shit no more.
You know,
and start getting with the union and getting ready to fight with the union. Like all these, they didn't teach us that black men were walking off the plantation. Like, no, we were running. They weren't walking, running, getting, you know what I'm saying, in mass though. Not just the Harriet Tubman and the Underground Railroad store, mass self-emancipation, which was one of the catalysts for the Civil War.
Because that's the answer. That's why it's not in there. Like, bro, it's going to take, literally, we got the answer. We just scared of the result.
Yep.
I agree.
And you know something else with the programming? It's this, like...
Hold on, real quick. Just because I want 2K to finish that, and I'm tapping into the conversation, right? 2K was infantry, right? Did you tour 2K? I'm just for the
I did.
Right, and I'm just saying we got people listening, so I want them to have context, because he's saying walk off, people scared of the result. This is a man who also been in combat, you see. So when he's talking about results, right, it's tangible to him. Right, 2K. You see, that's why I'm looking qualified opinion, unqualified, because that's the title of the show. I don't know if you were done. I think maybe I just wanted to highlight that part.
Now, without this kind of go against your point, because without even having the experience, I knew this was the answer. After I got the experience, I knew even more was the answer.
Yeah, me too.
Listen, bro.
Yeah.
When they do something to us, we hit the streets in March.
Mm-hmm.
When they want something done, they come do it what my boy Trigger might say: kill, steal, and destroy. We can't win like this, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
2K, you know what it is? I concede that you knew that was the answer, but when you actually done it, you see, when a
yeah.
motherfucker talking tough and actually had to be tough, right? When he talking, I'm more inclined to be like, okay, you willing to actually get it popping. You know, I think there's a lot of lip service that goes on with you ready to die, you ready to kill, you ready to do. And if you never been in a firefight or a line of fire or
Yeah.
But see,
I can hear you. I just don't know if it's true.
oh, I just thought about this though, Hamp.
Go ahead, talk your shit.
When they promoted women in society, I think that's where we lost it.
Yep.
And it's not because the lack of and nothing tip. It's like I don't want to die for nothing. So now, like when I rally the troops, I want everybody to march. I want all the men coming. But who gonna make the men stay? The women. That's who gonna talk the sense into them. Hey, now I don't think you should do this. You got kids to look after. They got a stronger voice. So now we can't even get all the men on the same chord, but back then we could because everybody was going through it. Hey, cuz let's rally. The women, they with it too because they want the same thing we want. But now we on two different pages. They struggle not that bad. So we got to take the struggle we could take so they can keep getting the little bit of struggle that they get.
Yeah. You know
I interjected when Rel was trying to. I just want to finish. So, Rel, go ahead. What you gonna say?
Oh no, I was trying to tell Shot like on that episode. You know, it started from somebody saying like, it's the way we look at the white man because people say the white man gave you slavery. They didn't have to free you. And then when you go to do the research, it's like, no, y'all was getting y'all ass whooped. Nah, niggas was y'all was dealing with this shit consistently over and over and over. This wasn't the white man just was so benevolent. Oh, I think that you good black people should be free. And when you go into the details of that, that's just not the case ever.
It was a
but
tax
that's
plan.
literally why they don't talk about the revolts or anything like that. Because it's like, because even with the Harriet Tubman thing, right? It's the white people that helped her with the undergrounds. It was those good white people who helped them escape and helped them get the papers. It's always the stories that they tell about the good white people that helped us.
Yeah, they'd be the hero.
Abolitionist.
Yo, bro. And again, I just keep working it to the topic, right? I was listening to a panel and they were talking about Harriet Tubman, like, how did she walk this far and do all this stuff, right? And so I clicked the link. I said, she was leaving from Southern Maryland, right? And making it to Delaware, right? So when you did the mile, it's about 80 miles, 70 miles. It becomes a lot more realistic when you have different things along the way. But they acting like she leaving from fucking Mississippi.
California.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, because we just had this argument. When they were saying she was freeing slaves from the South, we didn't think about no motherfucking DC. I thought that lady was coming from Mississippi.
Was Alabama.
I thought she was coming from DC.
So basically, what you're saying is her ass didn't walk nowhere.
Hey, that's what we was arguing about earlier.
I was really pissed off because when they say the South, I'm thinking, hey, Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi.
So you saying her steps counter wasn't really all that? That's what you're saying?
Okay. Wow. She did her thing for 60 miles. That's what I know. That's all I'm saying.
That's a lot, baby. That's a lot.
Taking people from the bayou. I thought they had to get on the boat across the Mississippi River, man.
Hey, the mosquitoes would have got hairy. Yeah. They wouldn't even have to put the attack dogs out.
Down there with y'all.
People be saying they got vampires down here. They be like, oh, they might be talking about the mosquitoes. They will fuck you up.
And when you get that close to the north, right, you got black people that are free, that are able to assist and all that. You know what I mean? So it makes a lot of sense when you know the goddamn story, but you had a bunch of unqualified people in an echo chamber just talking about the shit.
But I literally, why did I learn that in adulthood? That's sick.
I mean, it made for a good story.
Yeah, it made for a hell of a story.
Yeah.
But 2K, to your point, it's something just as simple and we don't understand it, like hush puppies. We just think it's hush puppies, where they were using those things to try to get the dogs that were coming to be quiet and throw them off the scent. Like, there's so much we don't know. I mean, even him, when he brought in the 80 miles, it puts things into perspective, because at Sherelle's point, you think, oh, she coming to Texas and walking them through all the states, and they got this hidden map, and it's like, oh, okay. What him uncovered made a lot more sense. But I think that goes to the conversation that you had with Shad, and talking about like myths that we have just accepted, the black dollar, truth, all the different things. When you get the truth, it puts certain things into perspective.
Even Tiff with the copper colored people, the genocide, the paper genocide, just learning about that, how they group us in just to separate us and take people ways, the $5 Indian, all of that. We never knew that.
Right.
So when we start talking about blackness, black history, black culture, the state of black people, are you qualified just by being black?
No.
Nah, you got to be from the South to have like you pre-qualified, born black, okay? But yeah, you got to come down to the South to get your stamp of approval.
I ain't mad at that.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at that.
Y'all come on down, cuz.
I like that.
You gotta come get some red beans and rice.
Not even.
They got to keep clay dirt too. Then they got to have some clay dirt to make
it. What's on the checklist of things to validate your black card?
You know what's crazy, Mike? And 2K,
Trigger Mike, you ain't never gonna be black, boy.
We talking.
I'm the blackest nigga on this panel.
Listen, I was joking, and then I got sad, right? 2K and Trigger Mike, because we talking about black history. It turns out all these Negroes from places where they still have slaves didn't know half as much as I knew about black history. So at first I was joking on them, and then I'm like, damn, y'all from slave country. Damn. And y'all don't know a lot about y'all people. It made me sad when I went to
because we the ones, and then y'all the ones that they talked about it with, Like
they read about it.
We was really doing the shit, and then y'all was up there writing about it. Y'all was the educated Negro. It's like, oh, let me tell y'all about them real niggas down south.
That's why
what? People like me out there revolting. People like me out there. What? Yeah, y'all was excited.
That's why I got a disdain against California type niggas, like and real up north niggas, for real. I really do. I got a real disdain for them, bro, because they had it together, bro. Like they used their systems to make fucking games, like all these resources they had, bruh. Don't you know the high school that I went with just became unsegregated 3 years ago?
Yeah.
You from Mississippi, 2K?
Yeah.
What part?
The Delta.
Oh, y'all from Jackson.
Oh shit, this nigga.
Isn't that where that show?
Check your pockets.
Is the tank real?
New Orleans was the first school that was segregated.
Yeah, they call it Jacktown for a reason.
That was after my daddy was a grown man. Yeah. But the lady who integrated was Ruby Bridges, and I actually went to school with her granddaughter.
So
we sat next to each other because our last name started with a B.
Now here's the fly shit, right? Because we having fun with the convo, right? But do we disqualify based on geography?
Absolutely. Them Canadian black people, they all the way disqualified. Sorry.
Damn, tribalism. That's what I keep telling you. People,
no, I understand, but let's converse about this part. Like, are we disqualifying people before we even know it because they from Connecticut?
Yep. Yeah, they do it.
Y'all ain't really got no exciting black history, so I told you.
That's why you don't really tell people you from Connecticut. You be like, y'all live in DC. People think you from DC.
The whole internet know I'm from Connecticut. Right?
So my kids,
Connecticut, what?
Now,
Connecticut.
But is the Amistad significant?
Yeah.
Okay.
On the HAMP, my kids mixed. So on Juneteenth and shit, I make them take a half a day.
Did you say your wife is white?
No, she's not. I know you a little bit, won't you?
You said
my wife.
mixed.
Yes, my wife is Samoan and I'm black, and when you put it together, it's some more niggas.
Some more.
Yeah. So yeah, you would have loved that white girl shit, huh? You thought you were finna get off.
I actually heard no,
Close
because
the
I'm not
door.
getting out on
Them
anything.
Samoan women are
You're
protective,
supposed to
man.
get
They
to like
protect
making
them.
assumptions that you feel like, oh, if a black woman is asking a question, it's an attack versus I'm just asking. It's an inquiry.
Hey, this ain't my first rodeo. I know why you were asking them questions.
Though you made an assumption, it goes back to
You was looking for the chink in my armor, man.
Yeah, go back and listen to the tone in which you asked the question. That was
That's just like the last time I was on.
Oh, so you're white.
They tried to hit me with the level 1 trick, tell me I was gay. Okay, cool. I'm not falling for it.
I
Like,
didn't call you gay. You gonna do that with somebody else because that's not what I said. You and I lost each other. We went into the discipline. Like that's if that works, cool. But no,
why did you go to straight to white women? I said mixed. There's so many women out here.
I said, is she white? You said Samoan, and I said, oh, okay, no pushback. You said mo niggas. Once you said they're half, I'm trying to identify the half because you gave information. Now you fulfill the other part. That's it. That's all. Relax. Everybody ain't coming for you. I don't have this for you.
It ain't that serious.
Bring it on down.
Even if she was white, she got black in her now. I'll tell you that.
Oh,
Just to break the ice. I mean, just to cool the tension. If I'm African and my wife is Black American, are my kids African American?
Technically,
it is African.
But
well,
they
you
have
go half and half with your kids.
They have foundational.
Kids are African, but they would be African American.
Facts.
I don't know. Somebody told me, somebody from North told me, y'all, they were still slaves 50 years ago in the South. And at the time, my big sister was 50. And my daddy had never been a slave. Right?
These niggas,
Me and my
man.
sister 25 years apart, right? She the
Yo.
oldest. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
You know what it be, Rel? It be the vernacular. It's so crazy, like how y'all talk. Like I thought that The Wire was a fake thing, and then I met somebody from Baltimore, and they
No, it's
really
accurate.
was talking like that.
That shit 1,000% accurate.
Yeah, I
they
know.
talk
No,
worse
100%.
than niggas on the
I
wire.
do
I
these
ain't
people
gonna
all the
lie.
time. They really talk. I thought it was a fake. Like I'm like, there's no way you pronounce shit like that.
But see, it's interesting because like New Yorkers up north hate on Southern accent, but literally America says Southern accent are their favorite accent. Literally, America says that. America.
The women say that.
That New Orleans accent, it really, everybody love it.
Yeah,
I think
They
New
have
Orleans
the
like
best
that.
accent. Number one.
It's like a
I
novelty.
think what'll happen is when you go down south from up north, the women get enamored and vice versa.
Yep.
Wait, what happens?
Yeah, so
men
You
love
think our
country
women
accent.
enamored with y'all, or y'all?
yeah,
men
so if
enamored
we
with our
start
women?
talking to the southern women, they get enamored by the accent, and then when y'all come up north, they think y'all accent is like cute, you know?
Okay, that's true. That's true.
You know, though something, Southern people don't like other Southern people accent. Like New Orleans people hear Texas people accent and be like, "Oh, y'all country."
Yeah, I hate that country shit.
You know what I'm saying? Alabama
real
dude, me the
oil.
Mississippi dude, you country.
Real.
Yeah, Atlanta this
Wait,
shit. Atlanta this shit.
Sherelle, say oil.
Girl.
Say orange.
Sherelle, say baby. Say baby.
No, say orange.
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 Yeah.
Orange.
Say baby.
It
They
don't
used to
matter
tell us-
because I'm saying it right though.
They used to
Baby.
tell us nothing rhyme with orange.
Baby.
Huh?
They used to always tell us nothing rhyme with orange. I like how? Like Lawrence. But I guess I wasn't saying the words right.
You're not.
Yeah,
That's
but
called
like,
a slant
No,
rhyme, PK. That's a
orange.
slant rhyme. Slant rhyme.
Yeah, it's crazy. But I feel like if you take 100 Mississippi men and drop them off in New York, we'll fix y'all problem with y'all women, bro.
Why?
All that aggressiveness, they suck my dick.
Stop.
Hey, I mean, historically,
you
know what's gonna happen? Hey,
That's
this
a fact,
New
yo.
York
to be honest,
That's a fact.
here's what I'm saying.
And so
though.
answer this. Do y'all think people from up north are rude? Like they don't have manners compared to people in the South?
Absolutely.
Yes, that is 100% true.
I'm trying to tell him. I'm trying to tell him.
No. No. We
Y'all
have
mean.
managed. What it is there's not a lot of fluff and hey, how you doing? How your mama doing? That's not what is unnecessary. It's cold outside.
Nah.
It
But
be
y'all waste a
hot.
lot of time with pleasantries. We skip the pleasantries, but you still get the, thank you, come again. Pause.
Yeah,
I
because
was
I just
speaking.
gave him
I
some
was in
money.
Brooklyn speaking to people, and they was looking at me like I was crazy.
But
Yeah.
that's not them being rude. That's you being crazy.
Nah, cause listen,
Why you going out your way to talk to people that you have no idea about? Don't
cause
waste your time.
y'all don't respect humans, bro. Like when people call in my show, the first thing that they got to say before the conversation could even commence is, "Hey, how your mama now?" Like, I don't, if she dead, she good. So you can say that too. You're like,
Oh
hey,
my God.
hey, how your mama now? They just common courtesy. Like everybody,
Yeah.
all right, cool.
Okay,
Common
but here
courtesy.
you have to speak here as well. So we have the common courtesy thing. It's just it's not overt. Y'all be doing too much.
So
Did you learn it when you moved to Houston? Hell, did you learn it when you moved to Houston?
What
That
part?
we got to speak. People should speak to each other when they.
Yeah, I learned it in North Carolina when I transferred schools there.
Okay.
I was, you'd be slightly taken aback, but yeah, I learned it there for sure.
Have
And I
y'all
think that
have
it
y'all
has
ever
been
dealt
it's beneficial.
have y'all ever dealt with Russians?
I
Yeah.
have,
Like did business with
yeah.
Russians? Y'all think they rude?
Yeah. They're known for that globally.
They're cutthroat.
You
It's
know,
like
you know what? You can't really use men as the metric. If you want to know how rude people are, if the women kind of have that same thing going, Russian women are direct.
How you
They're
get over
very
there,
direct.
Mike? How you did that?
The
like
How you
Russians
what?
get
are
to the women off
rude as
that?
hell.
Yeah,
I'm like, wow.
no, you know what it is? It's hard to say if they rude or not really because they don't know the language as well. So when people
I think
don't
people
know,
give them that excuse, like, no, but
no,
Russians
but
are
I've
just
seen it
rude.
though. Like Italians too, like they're curt because they're limited with language. Like when they come kind of over here, so they gotta kind of just use whatever words they know.
Well,
It's
I
the
was talking to
Vietnamese
this
people.
Russian man, right? And he was saying, yeah, I like black women because Russian women are kind of hard. I was like, ain't no damn way.
Oh shit! Oh shit! I mean,
I
yeah,
said, ain't
shit.
no way you like black women because Russian women are hard. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I'm
that
like,
was
you got
ain't
the
no
I ain't trying
women
to
joke.
are
call.
like
I ain't trying to
they
call
rude.
y'all easy or nothing, but it's like if I was hunting, I'm looking for signs of weakness. All right, he's in America, and you a black woman with Russian hair on your head. Like I'm looking for weakness. Like I'm just being honest. Like that's what. Like when I'm out on the prowl, I'm at the club.
You
I'm
think this
looking.
Russian hair?
I don't. I know it ain't yours. I'm looking
You
for
think I
Creole.
had on this hair
I'm
when
looking
I
for
saw the
Crayola color
Russian man?
weeds and females
But
who
I
got
get it.
on
That's your
little.
thing. So
No,
I'm
it's not
I'm
my
not gonna fall
thing.
for the bait. You like making
Nah,
clip moments.
no. Like, I got the
I'm
really good.
aware.
What clip moments? I don't know what you're talking about. But so okay, like I'm saying, so it's like I'm out when I'm hunting. I'm looking for the insecurity. If she got on a Crayola color wig with little to no clothes on, this is going to be way easier with a woman who's dressed modest, wearing her natural hair, acting a certain type of way. It's just easy prey. It's just like if you in the wild and it's easy. It's easy.
So you think he was trying to prey on me?
I think he thought you was an easy kill.
Why? We were doing business. It wasn't a dating situation. I
But
do business. I've done business with Russians.
here's
I run a trucking business, and Russians are big in Chicago. You're not dealing with the Chicago area if you're not dealing with Russians.
Yeah, you
because that's who
clarified
are
it
running
well.
the freight over there.
You
So
clarified it.
That's
So
dope.
now
Yeah.
here's what I think about Mississippians getting dropped in New York City or whatever the case is. I think the women will run circles around y'all.
You like this shit.
Like I just
How? They women.
I got a couple test studies.
I'm
do
just
too.
saying, like if you, I'm
talking
saying
about?
it would be taxing for y'all,
My nigga.
because
Hey.
hold on, you are immersed in the environment, and then you got to survive that environment. Like
They gonna slow down on my speed. Hell, that's what's gonna happen. They gonna slow down a little bit.
That's what they think is. Hey, can you finish this sentence? Can you finish this sentence for me, Shad? Lay low and what?
What?
Lay low and do what?
I don't know the end of it, bro.
Hey, so this the motto I go by when I'm in the big cities and I'm fooling with the city slickers. I lay low and play slow.
Okay.
I have the mental capacity to see everything y'all doing, but I play slow. And she thinking I'm a fucking sweetheart. And before, goddamn it, man, the fuck the dog shit out of her. She don't even know what to have. I'm on to her friend now.
Jesus.
Oh, if smashing is the barometer, then
That's what we looking at. We not trying to get the best out the chick.
yeah, I mean, I think don't get dropped off there. I don't know.
Lay low and play slow. That's all we do. I'm not trying to get the best out of her.
Like even like you
Hey,
see
so
what happened to Jordan Poole. He over there fucking with Ice Spice. He bought her $100,000 car. All he had to do is get her a sun kiss and a pizza.
He
where
likes
you from? Where you from?
Not from Mississippi.
Wisconsin.
That's up there.
Nah, them niggas is country as hell though. You know that. They much more like y'all than like East Coast.
You see him? Y'all got y'all shit took first.
What's that?
Harlem snatched up.
Somebody gentrified?
Yeah.
Y'all shit get took first. We still holding it down here. You know, I mean, it's starting to change a little bit, but y'all been gave up.
Hey, they got out of slavery 6 months after it was over.
Whatever. Hey, I heard out of brownstone, it'd be a white lady on the porch.
Hey, they be hating on us. They gonna celebrate.
I went to get on the plane to Mississippi.
Here you go.
Had the Back to the Future car waiting for me because we had to
definitely
at
like
the airport. They sold them
at the airport, Mike. I had to go back 30 years.
Yeah, that's definitely the truth.
Hey, Helm would have stayed in Mississippi another day would have had 5 more kids, man. You went to country. Think that nigga pot of collard greens would have been over with.
Vasectomy, 5 more kids. That's the
with the vasectomy. They gonna
get that arm like that. Help cook you some collard greens. You wouldn't went back. You would have called wifey like.
I'm gonna tell you why some of the women
dizzy, boy.
Yeah, that arm make you dizzy.
Yeah, the Mississippi women, they got that flavor, bro.
They do.
They don't look like too much, but they don't, bro. I got to be.
Oh no, I saw a page, bro, like baddies from Mississippi. It was some.
That was
some
page.
pieces.
That was the page, nigga. Look around. You ain't crazy. Look around. All right. I 5 and 6s do not correlate. The high teens don't correlate to Atlanta. You could take them to Connecticut. They dropping off. The numbers dropping dramatically. You know
it's
that.
A beautiful women in Mississippi, though, man. We ain't gonna do this. It's a beautiful women in Mississippi, man.
It is. But see, the Mississippi women, they got their sauce. Y'all big city women, bro. Y'all be carbon copies of each other. No personality. Your whole attitude from TikTok.
Even southern cities.
Even southern big cities, yes. In Dallas, these females are carbon copies of each other, bro. There's no substance to them.
In Dallas?
Yeah, I stay in Dallas.
And you're saying in general, especially with Dallas being a transplant, like, are you saying the transplants are?
He's saying Dallas. He's saying Dallas. He's saying what he said.
The women from Dallas.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's saying the women from So you think like New Orleans like that, Atlanta like that?
Nah, they got personality
Nashville.
in New Orleans.
They got personality.
They got personality in Memphis, but like Houston.
We want to win, baby. Why you always trying to
TikTok.
go crazy, Hampton?
TikTok. I went to Houston. I went to the Starbucks in Houston and ordered a medicine ball. It came with free penicillin in the inside. Like, shout out to Houston, man, because everybody burning around that bitch, so they just gave you penicillin to go with your medicine ball out there.
Hell, Memphis is like the women in Memphis are like New York chicks. They the roughest southern chicks I've been in my life.
Oh, way more flavor though.
They rough.
Yeah, Memphis chicks rough, bro.
Yeah, they rough. They beat they niggas, bro.
They do. They do.
That's not fun.
Nah, they smoke Black and Miles and fix 18 women motors.
They get some money though, him. They hustle though. They get some money though.
See, the best thing down south though is you can still find some good quality coochie for 40.
Jesus
That'll never change.
Crazy.
I guess we know why everybody burning in Houston.
Nah, that's in Houston. You can find it all over the South.
Man, I'm just listening, man. I'm like, okay.
No, hey, it's
$40.
You get your bang
He
for your
said
buck.
good quality and $40 on
Good
the same
quality.
sentence.
I promise you.
That was nuts to hear him string
If
it
your
together.
if your
Like,
socks
that
was
was
$40, Hemp would think the socks was quality.
Oh God,
if
he's
you
back.
bought $40 socks.
Yo, boy is back, baby. What I mean?
Yo,
Hey,
I don't
you
know,
ain't
man.
been to work with
What I miss, man.
So also the other thing is, and maybe this could be because of proximity, I don't see the northern chicks as like super like rough, so to speak.
Ugh.
I think
Cause y'all niggas angry. I tell you all the time, y'all old enough niggas be angry, bro.
I think there's confusion.
Same person. Wait a minute, Shot. This is the same man that wouldn't take his shoes off. This is the same man that looked at somebody and said, "That's she wanted a kiss. That's not your life."
But that ain't up north. That ain't limited to up
Girl,
north.
that's
Sorry.
universal.
You're biased.
That's a universal studio.
And see, that be the problem, bro. That girl gonna lead it like I did something to her. No, I ain't never kissed you in 10 sessions. What to make you think the 11th gonna be different?
And no
Nah,
kiss.
you biased, man. SMD is from up north chicks.
Are you
No. I'm saying this girl physically tried to kiss me. I'm like, oh, that's not your.
Oh,
not
they
your
say
life.
He told her that.
Huh?
They still kiss up there?
Yeah, people kiss from time to time. I didn't kiss her. And then this girl, 2K, the girl had her head, her bed was on the floor. So I just kept my shoes on and laid down.
All right, now that's pre-fuck pussy. I'm not coming over there for that. Like, we ain't doing no kissing. It's already tallied up.
What y'all talking about, man? Did we figure out if we qualified or unqualified?
CJ, you don't got enough stain to change the conversation, baby boy. We having fun right now.
Did we figure it out if niggas is qualified or unqualified? Man, what's going on?
You know what, CJ? If you talking about boxing, you
Yeah,
qualify.
you heard what 2K said, man. You look better when your top lip and your bottom lip are connected.
Hey, nah, bro, hold on. Yeah, you got to get some more experience. You're not qualified.
Okay, thank you.
CJ, you got to get in and get out with that, bro. You can't. You got to get in and get out with it.
All right. Let me try that. Let me run that back.
Also, I'm gonna remember that for the rest of my life.
Rel, stay on the chat.
You trying to control me, so I'm just
Now,
gonna.
the fact that you thought about it that long was the funny. You were like, what the?
If you want spoken for, I'll put some on your ad, but I respect your husband program. So that's saving you. I'm showing a lot of grace.
What the?
You know something?
You don't want to do it 2K.
I
We
got
seen her.
something to say to that, Hamp. Because remember Aisha Curry was saying men don't flirt with me, right? Women are willing to go after Steph, but men would ignore Aisha, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But then Cardi B kind of further explained it to where she was like, when she was with Offset and everybody thought she was with him, no man would ever try to holler at her, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the lady just broke it down. She was like, I'm still open to marriage because marriage gives you protection just by being married.
Associated.
Men respect other men and other men's property. And when you are somebody else's property, a man is automatically thinking there's consequences from going over there. Right? So it's like a married woman has that beware of dog sign.
Yeah,
in front of her gate. But when you're a single woman, you up for the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm real shit. And I think men gotta say this more. I'm peeling your cap over mine. You heard?
Parking shit. I like that better.
I don't even think it got to be said, Hamp. Like, we know for a fact.
I'm parking shit over mine.
But see, Hamp, I'm gonna tell you why you ain't got to say it, because now one of us woke up and wanted to get married. So the fact that we got married will let you know what we'll take it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a fact.
Perfect.
That was good.
Real shit, bro. I'm just thinking back to that time, like.
I never thought about it once until the day of. Like, it was crazy, bro. Never a goal of mine, bro.
To the day
Real
of.
shit, bro. We went to the Justice of the Peace, right? And you had to you have to walk out. So you get the papers, right? And then one person got to leave the courthouse because you can't. Both people can't sign it in the same place for some reason, whatever. So I'm standing in front of the subway, like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's happening? I went and got a foot long and all that. Pause.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, what took you so long? I got crumbs on my suit.
Oh wait, you was standing in front
Nigga
of
was nervous. He would have got a turkey sandwich, nigga.
I was thinking about my
Man,
life.
you said I was standing in front of the subway. You know you from up north, so I'm thinking about the train. And then you like, so I got a sandwich. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I got a sandwich. I'm like this. Now I'm in there arguing. Yo, these meatballs is beef, right? This motherfucker like, yeah, they halal. I said, yo, see, you just want me to buy this shit.
They
I remember the
meatballs
argument
not-
and all that.
They meatballs pork
Women.
down.
Yeah,
Hey.
I end up getting a turkey sandwich.
Hey, listen, women, if y'all trying to get married, listen, I guarantee you we ran a real study. 80% of the men get married because they for to go bald. I guarantee it. If y'all will start fucking with more niggas that have receding hairlines, y'all will become wives at a quicker clip.
Yo, 2K, you wild, bro.
Nah, niggas be trying to.
I'll
niggas
interject
try to lock
this.
in.
Nah, I think most dudes get married because she get pregnant.
Nah,
that ain't gonna get me.
You know that ain't true.
That's what happened.
No, I just mean the ones that do.
That ain't true, Mike.
Wait a minute, because here and Mr. Will, you and I got our, whatever. But one, he's about to get married in 5 days. Mr. Will, is your fiance pregnant?
Oh, okay. All right then.
Dinosaur.
Hey, look, ninth time a charm.
Well, we old as hell. Ain't no babies. Hell no.
31,
The
32.
balding thing. He don't got no hair.
So black
Plus,
men
get
do
married.
bald. I think we have the most like balding at an early age.
We definitely do. I started at 21.
But no, a lot of that
Really?
is because of the diet. It's diet and different things like that. Like if you
No,
look at,
I think it's just genetic.
Shaped like motherfucker.
Yeah, it's
My
just
brother
genetics.
started balding at 21 too. He
Yeah.
bald. He 32.
Yeah.
33.
Yeah,
I
no,
read
I
that.
think it's just genetic. I don't even
I
think
ain't-
nobody doing nothing wrong. It's just genetics. Yeah.
Shane, that look like a little man weed, a little man unit up there, my boy.
Nah, man, my folks got a head full of hair, man.
Nah, you got
Granddad had a-
pussy.
Oh yeah, I seen your
Hey,
pop.
it's
Your
crazy
pop got
though.
mad
My
hair.
brother just started
Yeah.
balding. So.
Nah, my
Hemp
brother
kind
did.
of balding too. Y'all can't see it. It's like at the top.
Once
If you
Nah,
if you
it
talk
start with the thinning. It
if
start
you
with the thinning.
if you
right?
about
Yeah.
5'8", 5'9", when you meet him, you can see the top of his head. Like you could look down and see the top of it. So, cause he like 5'3". So,
no, you could see
Y'all
the
be
top of my
wild.
head
Wow.
because you cross-eyed. Nigga.
cause I'm cross-eyed,
Yeah.
that might be it too.
Damn, man.
Wait, your man is 5'3"?
Hemp 5'3".
That man no 5'3". Fuck out of here.
I met
Hemp
2K.
5'3".
Man, 5'3". Nah, y'all ain't 5'3".
5'3". That nigga solid as hell, right?
Damn.
About 5'5".
Yeah,
He be wearing them things in his shoes. See, y'all be asleep. Hemp got them
Lips?
lifts in
Not
his
the
hair.
lips.
Like, in the
A lot
heel
of people
his
think I'm
shoes.
short on because I be online all day too, Ham.
Oh yeah, nah, you know.
Yeah.
How tall are
Hey,
you? 2K? Wait, how tall are you, 2K?
I'm 6'6" even if you let me lie. 5'11" though.
Okay.
Yeah, my shoes don't. No, sir, I don't. See, the Team Jordans, you can take out the sole and put the. Yeah, I wear. The shit you got. I wear real. You know.
You
what I
wear
mean?
New Balance.
Glow in the dark button.
You wear the New Balance, and I know the New Balance could fit that lift in that bottom of the
Here we
shoe.
go.
The glow in the dark.
That's your favorite
Yo,
shoe.
here we go. Here we
What's
go.
the glow in the dark ones that you got? Because it's a name to it. What's the glow in the dark?
I thought a broke nigga said something, man.
Damn, son.
Yo,
All them goddamn glow in the dark butterfly shoes.
I got a million pairs.
No,
of shoes,
Hemp wear New Balance on a daily basis, and
he
got custom made New Balance with the lift in the back of them.
Hey, Ham, can I pitch an idea for a show?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hey, man, it's a lot of I think this might be another civil war. I think you should have a panel of barbers and consumers and even a beautician, because I see women get the tough end of that stick. I think that black hair service is fucking out of control.
Yes, sir.
It's so bad. I am directly blaming barbers for the uprise in YNs in black communities.
That's how bad they cutting hair?
No. That's how bad the prices are.
Prices, bro.
Oh, the prices is crazy.
Because think about it, bro. If you think about my boy, if I put on a suit, I probably feel like a doctor or a lawyer for that day, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I put on a jersey, I feel like I'm a baller. If I put on a long tee, I feel like I'm a thug. So we are what we appear to be in the most part in our heads. So because the haircuts are so fucking egregious in price, the young niggas got to grow out the dreads, which also make them have to embody the Chief Keefs. You know what I'm saying? They got a body, they got a body to look like. I was a blood growing up because my favorite color was red. You know what I'm saying? Like we embody the look, bro. And so it's a direct correlation with the YNs and the barber skyrocketing prices.
But you know, that's interesting, right? Hold on, Tiff, please. There's one thing I could see that Nick Saban made the players tie their dreads up because it was something psychological along with looking well kept and put together.
That's a fact.
Like when the guys had they dreads flowing, it just something about the attitude. But when they were tied up real tight, you'll notice it now if you go back to the
Hurts had his pulled back. It came out the back of his helmet.
Yeah, and real tight, and that was a rule, right?
Can we just
it's interesting when you say that,
Nah, we ain't seen this type of the portrayal so deep. We ain't seen this type of portrayal since black women swapped us out for welfare. It cuts that deep in the community. I promise you it do. Because you remember niggas used to be loyal to barbers. My barber went up on the price. Guess what I did to that nigga? I went to the nigga next to him chair.
In the same shop?
In the same shop. Niggas would never do that to their barbers 7 years ago.
Never.
10 years.
But that's because the price is out of fucking control. I don't owe you no loyalty.
That's nuts. But
crazy.
I'm just gonna say Kim and crew, let's not call them dreads. They're actually locks. There's nothing dreadful about our hair. They're locks.
What? I'm not doing that shit.
Locks. What's wrong with that? It's you have locks. There's
I'm calling them dreads. Come on, man.
They're locks.
This is wild, bro.
You seen this, y'all?
Yeah, I seen it.
Yeah.
No,
oh yeah, that nigga wild.
Right. No, he deserve it, bro. If I pay 60 for a cut, bro, you better get every angle right. Obtuse, 90-degree, everything. Get it right.
Well, how much a haircut used to be back in your day?
Oh,
$15.
$15, $20.
$15 and they charging $100 now.
And you give him a 20 for the tip. Like that's
I pay 65. Crazy, bro.
55 now. What?
Is he about to push his hairline back?
He's about to push his blueberry cap back.
Yeah, he upset. He got up.
His forehead though.
You don't see my shit right there, my nigga. Bro, your shit was up, bro. Guess what, bro? Don't worry about it.
He got a Stephen A.
Bro, what you mean? Well, why you, bro? I'm like, bro, guess what? Because you your shit was up. My shit, my nigga. No, bro, I'm doing you. Bro, guess what, bro?
Okay, cool.
Bro,
Damn, his shit is fucked up though.
Bro, don't worry about it, bro.
The taper is clean, but the edge is crazy.
I think
He gave him a Stephen A, man.
The barber tried to beat him.
What you mean, bro? I gotta do about my shit, my nigga. You want to beat me, get mad? Yeah, because it's my shit, it's my hair, man.
His shit from afar look real crazy. Look how
that's why I'm like, you can tell when somebody.
Oh shit!
They got new skin.
Bro, you have a good day. You have a good day, bro.
Yeah, we finna have a good day.
You finna beat me getting mad about my shit, bro?
Yeah, I told you.
Because you get me mad about my hair. What you going on for, my nigga? You don't change on me like you like you going about my shit. Bro, I told you have a good day.
Hamp, can we pop? I need y'all to observe the man etiquette in the barbershop. Everybody's still minding their business.
Mm-hmm.
In the midst of a heated debate.
Trip, I'm out of there.
It's wild.
Oh, when you see somebody get quiet and just dip off, I would have been. I'd have been,
It's time to go.
Time to go, nigga.
Yeah.
Coming back.
Stephen A. Law, man, like that. It was terrible.
You finna do me about. You finna do me about. Fuck that. Come on, nigga.
Look at the kid just playing.
If you ain't gonna take the gun,
So she was a lead.
You lucky on to catch my live sentence again. I kill your pussy ass in here.
No.
You lucky on. I pussy whoop your pussy ass in here, nigga. About my head, nigga. You pulling up about my shit, nigga. You lucky on want to catch live sentence again. Nigga, sit your pussy ass down. It's kids in here, man. You lucky. I kill your pussy ass. What, nigga? I kill your pussy ass. Nigga, I didn't even think, nigga, I come in here and kill your bitch ass.
Change your tone, nigga.
I didn't even think somebody come kill your bitch ass. You lucky I don't want to go back to prison, nigga.
Oh
no! You definitely going. What the fuck he talking?
Oh wow.
No, don't feel sorry for him.
Damn.
Damn, CJ, y'all look like twins, man.
Down.
My haircut fresh, nigga.
Hey, yeah, you got to get it right, bro. For what they charging now, man, it's really that egregious. So your customer service need to be on point too, because I'm liable for $20. You could have got away with pushing me back a little bit.
Yeah,
hold on.
Make sure they
for
change the
60,
blade. The blade got to be fresh.
Yeah, for 60, and you trying to gas like me?
Oh yeah.
Oh no, cuz.
Hold on, Hamp. Speaking of haircuts, my shit do not look like Shannon Sharp shit, nigga.
You got to be from up north, bro.
I'm from Cali, nigga, West Coast, Inglewood.
I can tell.
You can't tell shit, nigga.
Listen, only West Coast and up north niggas get evens all over.
This ain't even, nigga. This is a taper, you jackass.
You see, hell no. They charge you. They charge you tax with your haircut, didn't it? Your tax was.
Let me tell you something. This is my black barber. This is my black barber who cut this hair.
You went to Great Clips, nigga. Shut up.
Nigga, yeah, your shit look kind of
crazy.
My shit was looking good.
Yo, it's so low because your shit fading, my nigga.
Ain't no paper, CJ.
Come here, CJ. Come here.
This nigga swear he be outside.
Why you said that like that?
That's how the bitches be.
I don't think you realize how it sounded though. You know what I mean?
That's how the bitches be, B.
You got to do a test run with your.
Come here, CJ. Come here.
Oh no, that's a training, CJ.
Ugh. He said it again.
Y'all niggas CJ crazy, man.
Ugh. Hey, yo, you got your shit cut dumb low, like you got the one against the grain
low.
and all that.
My shit was looking good though. I swear.
You got the earrings in and all that.
It's something about that haircut, like the first 72 hours of the haircut.
Oh, my brother,
bro. Why y'all think bald niggas don't go pamper themselves, bro? Look,
you bald, my brother. Look,
hold on, wait.
Hat back on, my nigga. You look like what's that nigga named the Ninja Turtle?
My nigga, I need you to know.
Nigga, put the hat back on.
Look, I ain't trying to get on phone your old school, but like this is a signature bald head. His shit dry. Look, you can't achieve this look at the house.
Mr. Williams said your shit dry, Mr. Williams.
That nigga said it's a signature.
Yo, Mr. Williams, you cut your own shit?
Yeah,
of course.
Yes, you can tell. You make it look different.
A barber?
Mr. Williams, don't let him come at you like that, Mr.
No,
Williams.
it look different.
No, precision matters, bro. It's precision.
No, I haven't shaved today. I'm gonna shave in the morning.
Yeah, that ain't gonna make
this down.
Damn, bro.
I need to change this shit.
Final thoughts.
Be about the same.
So that'll be
Yeah,
dope.
man. Interesting.
I'm trying to see if CJ gonna find something to argue about. He's struggling, man. We having too much fun, man. You got.
I can't wait to put TJ ass in a blender.
Hey, I was on the show with 2K. You remember that shit about the husbands and shit?
Yo, why you always doing that, CJ?
Got a little
Well, I
twist
can
down
do
it.
what, man? Give myself
It's like when you see somebody, you be like fanning a little bit, like, "Hey, I love
I
you."
fuck with 2K, man. He a funny nigga. Hey, let me
No,
give my
no,
niggas
I
they
know, no, I'm
flowers.
just
Can I
asking,
give my
why do you
niggas they
always
flowers
do
while
that?
they alive, man?
Why you always do that though? Like,
I'm giving niggas they
it's
flowers,
like,
man.
yo, like,
See, yeah, that's an up north thing. Them niggas don't like.
no,
to see
he
you
from
get
the
your
West
home.
Coast.
Hey, let me tell you something, man. Dude, I tell niggas they dumb and slow too.
Yes.
Thank you. So I gotta give they niggas them flowers because I give niggas they criticism.
It's
all
not
the
mutually exclusive.
time. Exactly.
Huh?
I
You
don't
said
know what
exactly.
you talking about. I don't know why you.
Give me in it right there. He said exactly. No, what the fuck what happened? He just exactly. He didn't even know what to say.
One of these things. Is
Nah,
not
damn.
That boy good, man.
I don't know why you said that.
How long you been married, bro?
I've been married since 2020.
Me too. Damn. So we both.
Nigga, that's 6 years.
We both fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm for real, dog.
Y'all are you pre or post COVID?
I don't know.
Dorn.
2020.
Pardon?
Yeah,
Dorn.
February 2020.
Yeah.
Okay. We're March 20.
But yeah, we didn't. We bought a house. We didn't do the big wedding thing.
Y'all bought a house?
Instead, yeah, we just threw a big party in the backyard.
That's
I ain't
what's
throwing
up.
a party. I ain't with it.
See, that's what you guys him that right there. And since you're talking about experts are saying like, hey, even if you want a big wedding, this is how we take our money. This is what we invested, because that one day is one day. That house still standing, still making money for you.
I think that's a myth. The whole equity into a house thing. I think that's the American dream we bought into. I'm a free thinker, right? And so we look at it like I pay rent every month. I pay $3,600 in rent every month, right? And y'all gonna say, "Oh, that's crazy. You could be putting it into your house and building equity." Okay, this how I look at the game. Would I ever go to the grocery store and realize that I'm gonna have to buy groceries for the rest of my life and say, "Let me buy a grocery store"? Would I ever? I'd never, right? So that's how I look at the house. I don't just come home and say, "You know what? Let me buy a house." Because and I always get hit with the equity conversation, like, well, my house is making me money. So what happens when you move? You put that same equity that you gained in that house into getting into the new one because the price is up. And now you really didn't make money. You just had the money to put on another house. So it's kind of like
your old mortgage on.
Yeah, it's a cycle at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what else, 2K, that people don't understand about equity is, let's say you refinance and want to pull that equity, you are subject to the interest rate at that time.
Ooh.
So now, so the house that we bought in 2020 got it at 2.75% interest rate. Now the interest rates are 6%. They were just 8%. So now if I pull and I refinance, what happens? Now the new loan is under 8% or 6%. So when I talk to my mortgage company, they like, don't do it. You can't, that money got to stay there because we don't see the rates ever going to 2.75 again. So they recommend don't even touch it because now I'm subject to 8%. So now all that equity, it's moot, kind of, you know?
Yeah.
To your point, like because that's how the game. And here's what people don't understand: 8% is the average mortgage rate over time. That's the average when you do all the years. You know that 2.75 was like a phenomenon for the last 20 years.
Yeah, I think that's the best American dream that got sold well. White picket fence house, you own it. But like so, right now I pay $3,600, 4,200 square feet. Big as hell. If something go wrong, hey, y'all need to get y'all folks down here to fix it. I'm alleviated from all that type of pressure. Last year, the unit went out. They had to spend all buku money. I know they spent the rent trying to get that fixed. So it's a win-win. And then I noticed that banks don't buy fucking houses for people to sleep in. They buy them for them to make money. So this ain't even for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you ain't lying. Like, so we get a few houses that we rent out, and that shit is a headache. And the crazy thing is, you making $300-400 a month because it's only so much you can charge over the going rental rate, right? So if your mortgage is $2,000, you can't go to $3,000. Like it's because people ain't written for that around you, right? So the market's kind of set. So yeah, you don't make a whole lot, but you just have other people paying for your mortgage, and you hope that you could pull the equity, but then you got to worry about the insurance, the interest rate. So it's crazy. Like you building equity that you can't pull because you're gonna be fucked if you pull it.
And I seen so many of my friends who thought they was like on shit, like not trying to diss them or nothing. But like oh man, my mortgage $1,200, like my guy in the comments. And then 2 years later, I hear him start talking about something about escrow. and now they paying what I'm paying. So I'm like, what?
Yo, real shit. Damn, you said something that I wanted to
the banks, the
houses. Damn, I forgot what the fuck I was
The
going to say. So they call me, right?
Mm-hmm.
The maintenance is crazy, but so people have been calling me to try to buy my house, right?
Mm-hmm.
And once they find out the interest rate, so the interest rate for this house is 5%. Once they find it out, they're like, "Hey, can we give you a large cash down, and then take your mortgage over?" But I can't transfer it. That's not how it works. They want to keep it in my name, But the reason why they want to do that is so they can leverage the house to rent it or whatever, sell it. But they can't get an interest rate as low as 5% right now.
Right.
So they willing to throw money at you. And if you desperate, I could see how they could get people. One person said, "Yo, we want to buy your house over the course of 3 years." Right. So they want to lock me in, but then that house might be worth $50,000 more in the next 3 years. But people take going for this shit.
Yeah.
People
don't care when you offer that. And I'm a veteran, so I can really get the house like on the cool. It's just not. I don't care for it, bro. I can't imagine.
Question: like, eventually, do you want to get a house so you can like transfer?
I don't. The only thing about it, I hate negotiating with the Indians over here. That's it. But I told them because I'm not stupid. I know what the market is and I know what I'm paying. I just told the dude, I like, bro, if you go at 1 penny, I'm out of here. I know what the rates is. I see the vacancies in the area. You can play the game if you want to. Oh, yo, okay, you're right. I call a nigga a boo. He don't like that. But yeah, but it's just the negotiation once a year is what I really don't like, bro.
So question, Ham. So like with that, you being able to get the low percentage rate, if people did that in bulk, that would just be the way that they do it, right?
What you mean bulk? Like what would you mean?
Can't do it.
Like you bought a bunch of houses because you can get the low and then give it to people who don't have the opportunity, right? Because you're not gonna ever sign the actual paperwork over to them until the house is fully paid off. So if they fuck around, you put them out and get them another chance. That's what we do in the trucking industry, right? Because everybody can't come in with business credit. Once you build your business credit and you are an established company, you can go to the lot and they'll give you brand new trucks. You lease them out. Them niggas can't pay it off. Get them out your truck. Lease it to the next person. Who cares? Yeah. You got because I
kind of really, but then people don't pay. So now you on the hook for that 1-2 months they couldn't afford it.
Yeah, that's the big thing.
Yeah. So I got literally right now I gotta evict somebody and they just mess me up. But they haven't paid in 2 months, right? So that's $6,000. You know what I'm saying?
You got to file. You got to pay to file the motions through the court.
Yeah. Are you gonna them after that? Well, I know you don't do the holidays, but like,
I'm trying now, nigga, before whatever, man. Right. I'm going up there. I got a DJ on the 31st, and they better hope I make it to that party, cause this shit gonna get cold out there when I get to that house. I'm gonna bring I'm gonna bring one of my daughters with me just so I can stay like even, you know,
Mhm.
like because it's so annoying how you try to help a person, but that's my fault though,
Yeah.
right? Trying to be understanding, be graceful, and then it just never pans out, and they say, "Well, we just need another month." I'm like, who says that when you owe 3 months worth? Like who? Like it's just crazy, you know.
Yeah.
So
No,
I'm
yeah, I
bit.
understand that. I think it's simpler in the trucking, especially with mega carriers. They might charge you $1,200 a week. Them niggas paying $1,200 a month. So by the time you can't pay, who cares? They'll
Bro,
clean it out, have another person in the truck in a week.
yeah,
I made $1,200 yesterday on
nice.
on bingo. So like, I don't know how I'm good at maximizing on my gift, and my gift is people. I love people. People love me, and so because they trust me, man, like it's like they just be trying to give me their money because they done had so many bad experiences. So they want me to do everything. I'm not even like a bingo player. 2K, you should run bingo. You'll have a lot of people over, and they trust me. So like now, like just off the yesterday, just alone, it's like just 1,200 for no fucking reason. Like on a regular Tuesday, yesterday it was.
Yeah.
I used to run bingo games.
Yeah.
Get in trouble for it, though.
Excuse me. Yeah. Was it
Down here,
profitable for you?
yeah, you get in trouble for it in Louisiana because we're
Yeah,
a
you get in
big
trouble
gambling
for it here
place.
too.
Oh yeah, yeah, they be fuck. We did like a super players. Remember when people was getting their like refund checks, their little checks from the government.
Yeah.
Put your whole check in there. We was doing Super Bowl shit, and niggas is like hating on us. Start trying to report
Yeah.
our pages.
Get up with me, Sherelle. See, listen, I built my own infrastructure. I spent $3,000 on infrastructure, got my own website. So I run the games through my website just so I can't do it on Facebook. And then it's crazy because they seen me live stream a game, and yesterday stake.com hit me up trying to get me to be an affiliate for them.
Mm.
But I ain't gonna sell my people out to the white man.
No, that's fire. That's smart doing it on your own website because you
Yeah.
know Instagram, Facebook, you easily fuck over us. Yeah.
Especially Facebook, boy. They some haters. They some big haters.
Perfect. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
We might have to talk all three of us so we can figure it out, man.
You say what?
No, I was saying, remember you showed it to me before. I just don't know enough about games.
Bro,
Rel say she knows shit, nigga.
my nigga, I will tell you everything you need to know free of charge.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
And I come with numbers.
Indeed. Indeed.
What up, buzzin', bird flip a dozen. Holla at your boy, you thought your cousin was.
Salute to my brother Tony Pettis in the building who just became I feel like this is the renewal. But either way, welcome to the family, Cuzzo. Appreciate you. Mr. Harris with the Harrison with the $5 says, salute, my brother. Sophisticated jerk with the 10 ounces. Unqualified opinion is a fire name for a podcast. Can I use that? No.
Hard no.
Salute the sophisticated jerk in the building. Hey, yeah, with the $5 says, most are unqualified opinions, lack of research, context, experience, only personal experience, but no diverse or global experience and no depth at all. Hey, yeah, with the $2 says, most don't even understand their own experiences. Hey, yeah, with the $5 says, just because you experience something doesn't mean you properly processed and or addressed it. It takes time and introspection. Most don't have the patience. Big Aaron with the $2 says, Mike was a Greenside corpsman, Marine's best friend. That's what it was. And yeah, with the $2 says, delivery matters also. Too much detail can distract. Yeah. Harrison with the $5 says, in my short time of living, good advice from qualified people, quote unquote, people doesn't guarantee a good result. Most things aren't one size fits all. New culture, salute, my brother. Been a member for 4 months. New culture in the building with the $5 says, Hamp, what's up, Slim? I'm gonna need you to put that quote unquote outstanding backyard band in rotation. I'm at the next meetup in DC! Exclamation point. The city fucks with you, Holmes.
Wait, you having a meetup in DC?
I had one in July, was it? August? I had one in August. This is not an official meetup, but I'm boxing in Vegas in February, and everybody coming out there. And I think the next official meetup will be after that.
Let me know, man. I'm gonna have to come forward with you, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Cause we did Houston, we did Atlanta, we did Philly, we did DC. That was the last one. So they want to go to Florida, go to Miami, but I don't know.
Nah, it's too fast for
Miami
me.
kind of
I've
expensive.
been
Miami
lost.
money.
I've been lost my family out there. I ain't fucking around.
Omega Dress with the $2. What happens when you're fatigued with all races? Victim Olympics $2 says, "What the fuck are y'all talking about?"
Love you, victim.
Tell G with the $2 says, "This motherfucking 2K sleep 3 hours a day, ain't it?"
I've been screaming for 10 hours today, bro.
God damn. Andre
Hemp
with
do
the
the same thing. Hemp gonna fall asleep in that chair at 3 a.m. He gonna wake up at 5:30 a.m. and then be like, I gotta go to the gym. That's what he do. He
No
gonna
real
fall
shit.
asleep
I
in that
don't make it
chair.
upstairs. Like if I get home for the day and I don't shower, I can't get in the bed. I have to take a shower first. So I just sleep down here like fuck it. You know? And from time to time she come down here naked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I couldn't do that. My girl swear I'm back on bullshit.
Perfect.
Wow. What's the bitch name?
Andre with the $5 says 2K, that's bullshit, bro. Clippers cost 200 or 300, I think. Yeah. We're not responsible for nothing. Y'all don't complain about those labels.
How many heads do it take to cut before you recoup and send the price back down to regular price? Oh, yeah, there you go, Mr. Greeter, man.
Hey, y'all, Smitty with the $10. What up, Hant? What's popping? Is that my homie 2K?
My boy.
Indeed. Lex in the building, been a member for 21 months. Perfect. God made Texas first. Y'all please hit the like button on y'all way out, man. Start to the 300 people who listen to us talk about bullshit for the last 45 minutes. But it was definitely a fun conversation for sure, man. CJ.
All right. What else? Oh, so the last conversation.
Fuck. Yo, did you just pop your lips?
That shit was so.
Oh my God.
Can I say my final thoughts, my brother? Can I say my final thoughts, my brother?
Hold on, cause I know this nigga just popped his lips, bro.
Yo, he just popped his lips.
Nah, that couldn't have been his lips pop, man. That couldn't have been his lips that just popped, bro. CJ, you fighting Dookie Demons or something, bro?
All right, you know what? That was
the sound effect with the gay.
All right, the last conversation proved that niggas listen to expertise, man. We listened to y'all talk about the housing shit for like 10 minutes and nobody interrupted us.
Did you drop him?
No.
He dropped himself.
Nigga he couldn't make it back. He couldn't make it back.
He made a executive decision. Now, CJ, he did the right thing.
God, yo. Go ahead, Mr. Williams. We gotta get out of here, man. Oh my.
Nah, man, it was just fun, man. I love everybody. Hugs on my love.
That shit,
it's crazy, man.
Oh man, that's all I.
Damn.
You rage quit on your final thought.
Go ahead, bro. Jesus. Perfect.
All right, yeah. Listen to whoever you can listen to.
You know, fucked up everybody's final thought. 2K, what you think?
Final thought, man. The greatest form of giving is anonymous to anonymous. Be a great person, man. Be the person who you want somebody to be for you when you fucked up.
I agree. Don't pop your lips ever, fellas. There's no need for that in your repertoire of reactions to anything. Never. You can't qualify the reason why you should pop your lips. It makes no sense for you as a man.
Yeah, that was wild, G. I ain't gonna hold you. That was wild.
Unqualified opinion. Great conversation. I'm gonna try to dispense these clips because I think we had a dope ass conversation tonight for sure. The last thing I'll say is, if one nigga could hold you down, two niggas could rape you. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Be safe and do the right thing, man. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend and tell a friend.
I missed my part and everything. That's
Hey, yo.
Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a friend. DJ HAMP about to go live again. So hit the likes, my friend, on your way in. First off, salute the chat. And to all new cousins, welcome back. Heard you searching for the real, well, this is where it's at. The latest topics and panels, and brother, don't get sent to the bathroom. We got all the stats, too, back to facts in the morning or the afternoon. Tuesday, women's POV, 2 Fridays, there's a jamming tune. It's a community of real, and we better than the world news. This might be risky, I hope you know.